Ah, you know wizards. They're frail. Yeah, I said it.
I can't.
What are you gonna do, wizards? Be decrepit at me? Live from Austin, Texas, home of the Alan Sugar Memorial Roast. It's Retro Pals with Danny and Alex. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Danny. Alan Sugar, huh?
Is that the first time you've ever heard that name in your life?
No, I've heard it before, but only in hushed tones from Europeans.
Oh, Alan Sugar.
Yeah, basically.
Oh my God, he's a sir and a baron and a lord. That's true. He's all three of those things.
Ew.
You're gonna learn this and more on tonight's Retro Pal stream featuring the Amstrad CPC. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
We're venturing into unknown territory, so before anything, I'd like to apologize to all our European viewers.
Yeah.
We're going in blind here. This is it's us going in on something that we have no knowledge of, that we're going to be incredibly disrespectful towards unintentionally, but we're going to try our best to understand and explain for the folks over here. This is a hell of a system. It had a hell of a lineage and a history, and we're going to learn about it tonight, and you're probably going to be upset if you're in a PAL region, so sorry. But that's us. We're Retro Pals. We try our best. And, sorry.
You might say the stream is a PAL region.
Well, it's been a good stream. Good night, everybody. I figure we ought to pack it up here. Might as well might as well just shut it down now before the enshittification, right? We got to do this. We committed to it. We're doing it for our patrons. We're doing it for Alan Sugar. We're doing it for Sir Clive Sinclair. We're doing it for all the sirs and barons and lords out there. Give us your money, please.
Please.
Oh, it's going to be a hell of a show. Alex, why don't you thank some folks?
Thank you, Muware, for the 61-month resub. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the 61 months.
Thank you, Nocturne Dust Claws. Well, 43-month resub. This should be interesting. It should. I know nothing about the CPC.
We'll have to see about that. We'll see if it's actually interesting or not.
Thank you, Spectrumint, for the 25-bit donation. I can't believe Alex was a mascot for this computer. I was.
That didn't even occur to me, but you're kind of right. We'll find out why in a second.
Oh, okay. And thank you to Nobody for the 14-month resub. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the 14 months. Alex, I noticed I'm behind the chat, so if you could put me in front real quick. Yeah. Put me on top of things, because
I know you're on top. See?
I'm on top of this presentation. We're going to learn all about the Amstrad Uzi. Thank you for the 79 months.
Holy shit, 79 months. Thank you.
That's so many freaking months. Oh my God.
Let's see what's happening. You're getting clipped here.
Yeah, quit clipping my head. It hurts.
See?
It hurts bonking my head against the chat every single time. Fun fact, just before the stream, the chat wasn't working.
Yeah, I had to fix it.
So we had to swap it out with this strange replacement that looks a little bit different. The text is smaller, and there's more of it on screen, so therefore it's an improvement. Look at it that way.
There we go. Now you shouldn't be clipped.
All right, let's get into it. You've heard of the ZX Spectrum, maybe. and if you haven't heard of the ZX Spectrum, you definitely haven't heard of the Amstrad CPC. It's a contemporary competitor back in the early 80s. Here's tests to be demanded to be let out. So, Alex, if you'll get to that.
Of course.
We are here for some 50 hertz gaming. We're here with a microcomputer that was mostly popular in France, Germany, and Spain, though it was also sold in the United Kingdom, all over Europe. If you're from Europe and you're from the 80s, you may be aware of this. If not, we're here to help. So here's what I learned, right? Alex, why don't you, first of all, bring up the poll results?
Of course.
We wanted to make amends. In the past, we've covered the ZX Spectrum in kind of a light tone, being all like, oh man, these 32-bit arcade games, they tried to put it on the ZX Spectrum and they're bad? What the heck? We
Yeah.
wanted to extend an olive branch to our European friends overseas. We wanted to cover the top 30 games for one of these two microcomputers, and in the end, the people voted for the Amstrad CPC. As usual, the RetroPals patrons, they vote for the thing that they know nothing about, I assume. And I assume the ZX Spectrum was a little bit better known than the Amstrad, so thank you for doing that. Thank you for exposing something that gets a little bit less shine than the other system. And we're here to put a shine on it here tonight. Sepasai, thank you for the 50 bits. Hello.
Thank you.
And welcome. So we said it would be the top 30 to our patrons, but in looking at the list, I decided to expand it to the top 50. Mostly because a lot of these games are adventure games, mostly to say text-based adventure games. There's about a dozen of those. We'll be mentioning them. We'll shout them out. If you know anything about them, you can say your piece. Otherwise, we won't be playing those. We've tried playing text-based adventure games on stream before, and not knowing anything about them or how to proceed, it doesn't really go well. So we'll just be mentioning those in passing while covering some games that maybe feature a little more action, a game that us dumb Americans can better understand and appreciate. That's my hope, anyway.
Okay.
All right, here we go. What is the Amstrad CPC? Well, it looks a little bit like this.
I like
Look
the
at
blue.
that. So
I like the green.
the Amstrad. Actually, let's go back a little bit further. Amstrad is a company was started up by Sir Baron Lord Alan Sugar from the back of his van, literally. He started out selling hi-fi stereo systems.
From the back of his van?
Yes, actually. I'm not making that up.
No, Danny, you know what that's
We have a lot of Alan Sugars here in the States. They usually operate around gas stations and grocery stores, but back then in the UK, he started up in the back of his van, and notably, he sold hi-fi systems that were all-in-one. You didn't need to buy the components separately. You bought it once, and you got all the stuff you needed. Was this top-of-the-line stuff? No, absolutely not. But it was a complete hi-fi system for a complete and kind of low price, I guess. So you could get what you wanted for the price you wanted to pay, and that was it. And that was the philosophy he brought forward to the Amstrad CPC, which you'll notice here is not just a system that's just a little chunk of a thing like a ZX Spectrum where you have to buy the disk drive, you got to buy a monitor, you got to buy a tape drive. No, this is all in one. It had the keyboard, the disk drive, the cassette player, and a monitor, which was huge at the time. No other system at the time was bundled with its own dedicated monitor. You had to hook it up to the old telly, as they call it over there. You had to hog the family TV at nighttime if you wanted to play fucking, what's the ZX Spectrum game? School Days?
handicap.
If you wanted to play Handicap, you had to boot your parents off the TV, tell them to stop watching Faulty Towers, and
Tell him to stop watching handicap so you can play handicap.
yeah, exactly. Why watch it when you can play it? Anyway, that's what set it apart from its competitors, the ZX Spectrum and the BBC Micro. It came out a little bit late. The ZX Spectrum was in 1982. This was 1984. And this all-in-one solution was roughly only double the price of what you'd pay for the ZX Spectrum base unit. So the ZX Spectrum, if it was like $100, like this thing would cost you $200, and you get everything. And that's why they sold so many, and that's why it became a success. The other half of his philosophy, which I thought was interesting, this is directly from Wikipedia because these are some juicy quotes. Alan Sugar, man who sold this out of the back of his van at first, wanted this to resemble a quote-unquote real computer, similar to what someone would see being used to check them in at the airport for their holidays. Not what he described as a quote-unquote pregnant calculator. Which I guess is what he described the ZX Spectrum as, with its little membrane keys, and it was kind of big, so it was basically a pregnant calculator, I suppose.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
There's
Mr. Sugar.
also multiple references on the Wikipedia page to British magazines describing the membrane keyboard on the ZX Spectrum as feeling like pressing dead flesh. Like, multiple people said this. It wasn't just some weirdo in some magazine. So you Brits, you really got away with words, I gotta say. I gotta look up to that. I gotta respect it.
Got 1,000-mile stare right here. Okay.
Anyway, why don't you bring up that system again?
Okay, let's take a look.
This model you see right here is the CPC 464, which was one of the most successful computers in Europe at the time. Sold around 2 million units.
Oh, wow.
It had 64 kilobytes of RAM, which was huge at the time. Nobody should ever need more than that. Just 64 kilobytes? That's all you need for your Amstrad. blah, 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 blah. They also sold it with a green screen, so you could get a color screen or a cheaper green screen model if you wanted your games to be displayed all in green.
Delicious.
Here's a fact that I really like. Okay, so Alan Sugar, this guy, he's kind of sort of reviled these days. He's basically the UK version of Jack Tramiel, as Kim Justice explained in her video about this guy. He was all about business. He had no creative bone in his body. He was just like, wow, look how much money I can make. Aren't I good at making money? And everyone was like, yeah, but you're kind of an asshole. And that's basically how they came to think of him. But his business sense was unrivaled, because to sell this around Europe, you had to get around all these new laws that would come up every year, all these stipulations, all these people wanting to put their hand in your purse, being like, hey, give us some money. We deserve this. One such thing happened in Spain shortly after the launch of the Amstrad CPC. Spain was like, because of reasons, computers with 64 kilobytes of RAM or less need to be taxed heavily, to the point where it's a third of the cost of the system. That obviously hit big into their margins. It wasn't really possible to release it and be profitable there in that region until they decided to bundle it with an 8K RAM expansion. They called it the 72K RAM version of the Amstrad CPC. This extra 8K of RAM wasn't hooked up to anything. It was just inside the system, so they could sell it as a 72 kilobyte system and therefore bypass that little tax there. Just
kind of rattling around in there, just like...
I think it was glued to one of the sides, so it wouldn't rattle around, but it was just in there and not electrically connected to anything. So the story of the Amstrad is a series of canny business decisions of a system that was only technically slightly better than the ZX Spectrum and the Micro, but basically it sold just because it was around everywhere. It was in many regions, and the all-in-one promise is what sold many people on the system, particularly so in France, where they aired many memorable television commercials. Alex, I want to show you some of these commercials.
Okay, before we get started there, thank you, Carmen, for the 100 bits. Oh, yeah, Danny. Yeah, Lord Sugar apparently was in the British version of The Apprentice, so that's interesting.
Yeah, he was their Trump stand-in on The Apprentice, so that's really cool. A good way to look at that guy.
Thank you, Newell, for the 11-month resub. Cozy Amstradler, very cozy.
Yeah. And bundle up.
Thank you, yeah, Carmen, for the 100 bits for being on the Apprentice. That's Well,
and there you go. There's our Alan Sugar memorial roast for you tonight. Is he still alive? I didn't even check. I was just like, everything I found about him was just like, yeah, here's some information on Alan Sugar, that guy, if you really want to know. Like, all of it is delivered with like this kind of derisive tone, like, yeah, sure, he was successful, but
he's still alive, so
okay, so he's doing something right. All right, anyway, this machine was particularly big in France, Germany, and Spain. Thanks to them bypassing that little tax loophole there. Let's see some French commercials.
Voici les micro-ordinateurs Amstrad. À ma droite, le 1128. À ma gauche, le 400.
These are the Amstrad crocodiles.
What?
Écran graphique, clavier, lecteur de disquette ou de cassette intégrée. Et une seule prise.
I love them.
Les micro-ordinateurs Amstrad.
I thought you'd like these guys.
Oh, wow! Yes! Yes! I will do that!
Yeah, digitize me, you freaking crocodiles.
I'm gonna freak on your digitization. I love them. What
so
the
you
hell?
see that as a kid and you think, oh my god, I need to have this. Screw that ZX Spectrum. Just put that shit in the garbage. I want the crocodile system. Let's watch another one. Of course they're rapping. Of course they rap.
I could never pull off that fit, but it looks so good. Oh my god. This guy is so good. I heard him rapping about the monitor.
Yeah, it comes with a monitor. Blah! Or whatever it was he said. And we have one last one here. Check this one out.
Quand on dit accro, on en veut. Avec l'Amstrad,
this is for a later model.
Le micro-ordinateur complètement très bien, vous avez la totale.
Hello.
Apprendre l'anglais sans se prendre
I
la
love
tête.
him.
Se tirer la bourre
I
avec
love
les
him.
potes. Exploser la
I love him.
Barbarian.
Et pour tirer
He's got a gun!
l'Amstrad
Oh, God.
464, avec son pistolet, sa manette
Oh.
et ses jeux. Amstrad, une gamme d'ordinateurs complètement très bien.
Oh, they love each other.
1990.
Les accrocros. Encore plus délire, l'adaptateur télé.
Regardez la télé sur votre Amstrad couleur.
And it can come with a TV tuner, so you can watch your TV on the freaking
That's
monitor.
sick. That's sick. Danny, can we get an Amstrad?
You know, probably.
Okay.
They probably don't cost much nowadays. Yeah, thanks to the variety of different configurations and hardware models of the thing, it sold quite well. And as you can tell by those French language exclusive commercials, it sold particularly well in France. So what we're going to see here tonight is the Amstrad CPC's top 50 games as chosen by the CPC Wiki. Alex, you have a link there in that text file. Why don't you
sure
paste
do.
that in chat? This was compiled by a single individual who was in charge of the CPC Wiki, who compiled review scores from a bunch of different contemporary magazines at the time. You can see them all listed on that page there. And the aggregate review scores of all of them were added up into a top 100, which we've condensed into a top 50 tonight. Now, he notes that many particularly classic games that are well remembered nowadays are not on this list whatsoever. That's because just reviews didn't see their qualities back then. They weren't really regarded as classics when they came out. It was only in hindsight that people regarded games like the Renegade games, for instance, as being particularly noteworthy. But this is a look at what mostly British game journalists considered the best Amstrad CPC games of the time back then while it was happening. All right, enough preamble. Let's do this.
All right, let's go.
Bring me up that beautiful video footage if you would. Oh, you can stretch the video a little bit if you want.
Yeah, I'll make it a little bit bigger so folks can see.
Now, these games are on tapes and discs and cartridges. Of those, I can only get the discs to work. Sorry, there's a couple of cartridge games we're actually not going to see tonight. This stream is full of all sorts of catches and stuff, being like,
Technical
oh, you thought you'd get to see every game? Well, actually, not the adventure games and not the cartridges and not any games with the crocodiles. Sorry, they didn't make any of those.
Dino, thank you for the 10-month resub. Do appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, Dino, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Congrats on beating Fatal Labyrinth. That was awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's a good-ass game right there.
Oh, I love Fatal Labyrinth.
All right, let's get this started. Here's how you load a Amstrad CPC game within the FPGA Mister and probably other emulators, right? Okay, you gotta load the disk, right? And then you're like, what now? What do? Well, you have to turn on your wireless keyboard first, and then you type cat. And then you look for one of these files that's an executable, and then you type run, quotation mark, which is shift+2, and then just type the name of the file, so Turtles 2. This is game number 50 on the list, Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles 2, the arcade game. Boop. If you're not interested in greetings, I'm not.
I'm not.
Yeah, a lot of these games still have their crack tros still appended to them. Look at that. That looks pretty good.
That looks really good. What the hell? Wow. Is the ZX Spectrum just a pregnant calculator?
I guess that's the question we're going to answer here tonight. All right, so of course I want to be Donatello. The joystick one. I am happy with my selection. Alex, which turtle are you?
Oh, am I playing?
Yeah.
I'm the red one.
The red one?
Yeah.
What's his name, Alex?
Raphael?
Okay, good. Sorry I had to test you there. Now, are you happy with your selection?
Why?
Okay. Yeah, if you would, pick up that controller down there to your left.
That one.
But don't push anything.
Okay, I won't touch stuff.
Because this is a 2-disc game, so we gotta mount the other side of the disc. And then we press any key. And then we start the 2-player game, and we should have some French gaming goodness served up here in a second.
Okay.
I did this wrong when preparing the stream, so make sure to flip over that disc. If you don't, they walk over a glitched title screen, and there's no enemies to fight. And this is what Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles looks like on the Amstrad CPC. It's 2-player even. Look at that. Pretty nice graphics. Better than the ZX Spectrum could do. Cartman, thank you for the 100 bits.
Thank you.
Raphael was cool, but a prude. Yeah,
That's
and
true.
rude. Thank you. Now, do keep in mind, this is a 1984 microcomputer. So the fact that it can adapt a 1991 arcade game at all and be anything visually reminiscent of what that originally might have looked like was pretty impressive.
I kind of like this system's aesthetic so far. It's like, it reminds me of the Atari Lynx. You know what I mean?
A little bit, yeah. It's got those big crunchy pixels. No, not Lorenzo, Chubo.
Thank you, Chubo.
Thank you for the Prime sub. Rest in peace, Lorenzo.
Get back here. Get back.
Last night I saw Chubo make his own video game on the Commodore 64. That was pretty good.
Oh, shit.
Starring Baby Larry. Now, this isn't going to be a direct one-to-one adaptation of the arcade game. They could only do so much. But if you didn't have, say, a Nintendo Entertainment System, which not many kids did in Europe at the time, this might be one of the better-looking ways you could play the game, especially with the two-player mode still intact. This doesn't play very well, does it?
No.
You'll notice it's one button. You need to hold up and push the button in order to jump, and then you push another button to dive attack. But I think this is a good first showing for the system. Look at that. They got the bouncing balls and everything.
I like the mascots for the Amstrad. I know that, you don't need me to tell you that, but they're really good.
They're really cool. I love those crocodiles.
Oh, they're so cool, and they're hip, and they rap, and they sing. And...
They do everything. And they have guns.
And they have guns.
It looks nice when you aren't moving. Yeah, pretty much. I'm also noticing that it's dropping my inputs a lot, seemingly when Alex pushes a button, so that's not great. Maybe you can only pull one controller at a time. That would be pretty funny. But there you go. There's a port of a contemporary arcade game for you. Looking maybe not as bad as you thought it might look. Number 50 on the list. Let's move on to number 49. A little game by the name of RoboCop. We've covered this guy before, this robotic cop who had a whole bunch of games across a whole bunch of systems. Alright, what's your name, RoboCop? M? Oh, RoboCop.
Robocop.bin. I don't know why Robocop.bin is killing me.
Run, RoboCop. Oh.
Oh, look at his cheeks. He's looking sensual.
Alex.
Listen!
He's a married man, alright?
Okay, no, you're right. I can't do that.
Feed Robo Oreo into disk drive. Oh! And it's got the famous theme song.
Yeah, fair.
I'm pogging out over here. Let's do this. Let's see how this game looks. Turn this down for us a little.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Serve the public trust. Protect the innocent. Uphold the law.
RoboCop is talking quietly because he doesn't want to wake up his mom. Classic recording technique of anime fandoms. Oh, it's a port of the arcade game. Nice. Or is it? No, it seems to be the ZX Spectrum game, which is very similar to the arcade game, but not quite the same. That was a big-ass can of baby food I just picked up.
Well, you're hungry.
I wonder if all the games are going to use this window size.
Yeah.
Maybe you should resize this.
Yeah, I was gonna make it even bigger here.
I might have to squint a little bit, because our window is also quite small. Yeah, if you would. Thank you. That's a little bit better.
Yeah, there we go.
That all the music you got? Did you run out of music? Okay, no. This is the music that goes through RoboCop's mind as he runs down the street, gunning people down. It's okay, they're all guilty.
That is a big screen. There we go.
There we go. That's the big screen RoboCop I want to see. Now, a lot of these games we have seen before in various forms, so we're not going to show them off all that long. Plus, we got 50 or so games to go through, but just wanted to give you an idea of what the top games look like in brief. And in short, this looks good. This seems as capable as the ZX Spectrum version of the game and the other ones we saw during our RoboCop showcase, so good job, Amstrad. Let's move on. Next up, let's play Zoids.
Zoids?
Yeah, that's a thing. I don't know anything about Zoids. Who knows about Zoids?
Zoids was like not Transformers, but kind of in yeah, we're doing this in reverse order. We're starting from 50 and going up.
Yeah, this is number 48. A model kit sort of thing. Tomy, so yeah, this is a toy company in charge of this.
Why are they all different sizes?
They are all different sizes,
Yeah,
aren't
that's okay.
they?
I'm gonna make them more standard. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just make it small.
There we go.
I'm trying to accommodate here. Your mission is simple in concept, and yet in practice may be difficult. That's often what video games are. Thank you, Zoids. Let's do it. Wonder what kind of game this is.
A good one?
I hope so. Spider Zoid. Number of Zoidzilla parts. Okay, we're practicing.
Okay.
Welcome to practice mode. What the? Okay, so this is some kind of 3D shooter, I guess? In vector graphics style? This is something you'll see a little bit here on the Amstrad CPC. A few of these games that I saw previews of seem to use a kind of vector graphics style. Okay, here's the other gameplay style, I guess, where you have a radar or something. Radio system. Let's talk here.
No
No
feature.
feature. Okay. Missile mode. Now we're talking. Bomb this little pixel right here. Oh my god. Alex, this game's advanced as shit.
Whoa! Okay, I didn't ask for that. But
I don't
what are you
know
gonna
what
do?
I don't know what I'm doing. Alex, I lied on my resume to become a Zoids pilot. I don't know what the fuck any of this is.
Let's see. I think yes. Chad mentioned that this was also a bunch of mech kits you can buy too, but they were like dinosaur themed or something.
Oh, I see.
I want to say the Zoids are dinosaur themed, but I could just be remembering one Zoid. Speaking of Zoids, thank you room temperature for the 25 bits. Avoid the Noid on Roids blasting Zoids. Got it.
Oh, we're moving our Zoid, and then we're putting it in position, and then we're doing our missiles. Incoming strike!
Serpent Zoid.
You can't strike, you're a Zoid! So, pretty high concept for something that's just officially licensed based on a toy. They went all out for this one, and apparently it was received pretty well, considering that it ranks so highly in their list. Attack failed. Well, that's Zoids. If you want to be a Zoids pilot, you can be such a thing on the Amstrad CPC. Ow! Shit! Ah! They don't let up. So moving on from Zoids. Wait a second. Did I win? Is this good?
Failure of your combat shield.
Well, alright.
Your final rating will follow. Okay, what's Danny's final rating? Okay!
You know, I could have done worse. I think I could have done worse. Zoids, the 48th best Amstrad CPC game. So moving on from Zoids, let's play Zor.
Zor?
Yeah, you know, Zoids, Zor. They all got names like this. Alright, what's our thing here? Nice. Keeping it simple. Some of these discs have like a shit ton of files on them, and you're like, what's the executable? Come on. You're making this complicated just because...
Yes, indeed. It's Zor. Zor.
Oh, boy. Even on the Amstrad, I can't escape the freaking jester.
No, you can't.
Zor must be revealed. His many faces are scattered throughout 15 levels. He doesn't give up his personality easily. Neither do I, buddy. Let's play this. Yeah, alright. Yeah. Okay. We're in. Huh? What am I doing by pushing the button? It appears we're some sort of symbol. Some kind of military patch. Oh, we're collecting all the faces of Zor. So it's a little bit like Chip's Challenge, I guess?
Okay.
That's cool. That's the kind of game you can make.
I like the music. It's all like dark and depressing.
Usually at this point, I'd be like, anyone in chat, who knows about this game? But anyone who would know about this game is probably French and asleep right now.
I was going to say they're sleeping.
Gotta give thanks to Cowcat, who introduced me to the system basically through his mini requests and our patron request gauntlet. We covered games like Mortville Manor, Fruity Frank.
Oh yeah, Fruity Frank!
Fruity
my
Frank,
man.
aka Mr. Do. And this game seems to have a vibe to it. A depressing jester vibe.
I do like the depressing jester vibe a lot.
You would. Is there more to this than it seems? Probably. Oh, you can control multiple symbols. Oh my god. You can like teleport between them.
Okay.
Look, in 1987... 87? This probably wouldn't have blown your mind. But I assume there's some sort of really complicated adventure underlying this whole presentation. I've collected 22 masks. Is that good?
You know what? I think I get Zor.
I matched them up.
Oh.
Look, the two things met. Now they can get married. That's Zor. The quest to get these two symbols married. Good job, symbols.
Danny, after I exercise, I get Zor.
Alex.
I'm giving Danny a look like a cat who wants cheese.
Look. Here's your cheese, Alex.
Thank you.
Number 46 on the list, we have a game called Shuffle Puck Cafe.
Ooh.
That was an exact face of a cat who wants cheese.
Yeah, that's the face I do whenever I say something just...
We've covered
that I
other parts of
shouldn't.
this game before, but really this is a sort of you had to been there sort of thing. This was big on black and white Macintosh systems in particular, along with other microcomputers. Let's
Thank you,
run Shuffle.
Thank you, Revenger of Vengeance, for the 30-month resub.
Yeah, thank you for the 30 months.
Thank you.
Broderbund. Oh, it's supposed to be crowns.
Yeah, what'd you think they were?
I thought they were just weird faces, because I've only seen them on the like NES games where they're like really low res. Okay, alright. This is a nice title screen.
Mm-hmm.
May I shuffle puck? May I? It's hard to tell when these games have crashed and when they're just loading.
Yeah.
And some of these may in fact be unplayable. Oh, look at that!
Are they nude? I can't tell.
I can't tell either. I can't tell if there's a part of this we should be Roloing. Biff Raunch? Is that the man showing titty over there?
I guess.
Biff covered up.
Those are just belly... Okay, that's just his belly button. I thought he had one big boob.
Mono boob.
Yeah, listen.
Alright, Biff Raunch. Is that Alf in there?
Yeah.
Oh, let's freaking go. Now here's a... Fuck. Here's a video game. And just like every other version of this game, I assume this one is also impossible. Yep, sure is. It's Pong, but in 3D. It looks cool. And it would have looked especially cool on a black and white Macintosh, which is how many people played it. Fucking... The thing is, when you port this to other systems, its flaws become apparent. Mostly in the fact that it's impossible to play. Like, how do you even do this? Your thing doesn't even move that fast.
I'm sorry, they're getting your ass.
Come on, you're only the 46th best Amstrad CPC game. You can't be owning me this hard. This guy's just relishing the fact that he's gonna kick my ass. Oh, oh. Yeah, here we go. We got a volley going on. Alright, buddy. You know what? I'm just going to let you take the win here. I assume the win is at 15 points. Cartman, thank you for the 100 bits.
Thank you.
No shuffle pucks given. It's true. I'd like to meet someone who's good at this game. They have godlike reflexes that could honestly be better spent on like 80s arcade games.
Yeah, or like playing actual air hockey.
So if you're good at this, get in touch. I'll teach you how to play Ghouls and Ghosts. That's your true calling, I think. Well, good job, me. Shuffle Puck Cafe on the Amstrad. One of many ways you can play it. Quitter?
Yeah. Quitter.
I guess I am. Number 45, D-Day. Released in 1992, so this thing was kept alive for quite a long time. Run, D-Day. Do I really want to do this? Sneakernets, thank you for the 70 bits. Can you hear the cicadas?
That's so good that you could hear the cicadas.
Yeah, we got some cicadas here as the sun goes down here in Texas. I'm glad they get to guest star here on this stream. A complete version compatible with the CPC. Wow. Finally, D-Day for CPC.
So is it pronounced Loriciel or Loriciel, or how do you pronounce that company? I know they're French.
Anyone want to chime in?
Because I love their cat. And
That's a good logo.
I love their cat logo. It's so good.
Now, what can you expect from a game called D-Day?
Laura I Sell. Okay, thank you.
Sherman. As in the tank, I guess. Put me in a tank. There's also Infanterie, which is infantry, I believe.
What's ads? Just ads?
Yeah, I don't know. You could just watch an ad. The game's loading. I pushed a button and it's no longer taking input, so I assume it's loading something.
Yeah, instead of Storm and Norman, it's Squirm and Sherman.
Good.
No.
Yeah, not to be confused with the Jalico D-Day, not to be confused with the Olympia D-Day, or the actual event called D-Day, which inspired many video games.
Yeah, D-Day was very popular in the video game field in the late 90s, early 2000s.
It really was. Everyone wanted to replicate D-Day, especially me, as I'm pushing buttons to try and make this thing happen. Let's give this about 10 more seconds, and then we'll call it quits on D-Day. Bad news, everyone. D-Day is canceled.
No!
Everyone who came here for World War II, you're just going to have to go home.
Is this like D-Day was when they all went on the beach of Normandy, right? And they were like, I'm dying.
This shit sucks.
Yeah. I've seen Saving Private Ryan many years ago.
That's what I was thinking of too.
Yeah.
Saving Private Ryan, the beach
and they're
scene.
like,
Harrowing.
we're dying over here.
Maybe we died before we even hit the beach.
Yeah, we died in the boat because we fell off, and they were in too much of a hurry to save us.
Let's table D-Day for now. That's number
Okay.
45. Let's move on to number 44, which is Emmeline Hughes International Soccer.
Who's Emmeline Hughes?
Oh, some guy.
Okay.
Who wants to chime in? Who's the biggest Emmeline Hughes fan here in chat? Fuck, which one? I guess Emlyn? Is that? Yeah, that's the one. Everyone got D-Day fever. Alex, I think this is a soccer game.
It says soccer. Audiogenic. Audio.
Well, where's the audio? See, all you Brits, all you Europeans, you get to have a nice larf on my behalf. I'm always like, hey, I know everything about video games. I'm so cool. And here I'm just like, I'm pressing the buttons, just hoping the game loads.
Thank you, Smebble Bear, for the 85-month resub. 85 sensible months.
Thank you for the many sensible months.
Very
I hope this is
sensible,
a
thank
sensible
you.
soccer game. Yeah, let's play a match. Holland versus England. Let's go. Oh. Here they come. The soccer boys.
Just taking their time to get on the field.
It's all about the pageantry, you know? The beautiful game, they call it. Yeah, let's freaking go. Okay, and as I thought, I actually looked into this game before the stream. It's a management sim, so you don't actually play it.
Oh!
You just tell your guys what to do, and they go and do it. Still, for what it is, the graphics are pretty good. They got a lot of dudes on the field. I assume they know how to play soccer. Throw. Good job. Good hustle out there. Get the ball from the man. I'd make a really good soccer coach.
You really would.
See, he got the ball from the man.
Mm-hmm. You should watch the documentary Bend It Like Beckham.
Should I? It's a documentary?
Oh, I was being a jackass.
Okay. I was ready to believe you.
No, it's...
There's the great big soccer pileup they have in front of the goals sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's nice looking, and the people across the pond really love their footy management sims. Footy Manny, aka Football Manager, is still an ongoing series that's still quite popular. This is not quite up to that game's standards in terms of graphics or presentation, but it's pretty close. Oh my god!
Goal!
Hesterman scores!
Thank you, Hesterman.
Good job, dude. Pop off. Or just run. Yeah,
Do a slide.
run and keep running.
Oh, okay.
Emlyn Hughes, International Soccer. Let's move on to number 43, which is Trantor.
Thank you, Carmen, for the 100 bits. Even on the CPC, the cup is not coming home.
That cup is staying right there. What do you suppose Trantor is?
That sounds like the name of a dinosaur to me.
Maybe.
Or a barbarian. I think it's
could
going
be
to
barbarian.
be like barbarian core or maybe ancient times core. That's what I'm assuming.
Show me Trantor.
If it's like a shooter, I'm gonna cry. Trantor.
Oh, I saw something.
Well, he's not. It is space. But I will take it back what I said about being mad if this is space.
Holy fuck.
This is good. You know what this reminds me of? Virtuoso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sold. I'm an Amstrad fan now.
I'm in.
I'm gonna throw away all my Sega consoles. I only need the Amstrad. Get this painted on the side of a van, and then sell some hi-fi equipment out of it. Oh, this is fun. I like bouncing between these games every couple of minutes. It keeps things nice and fresh. This is our cool spaceship, I suppose. Yeah, Flash Gordon, if he was in Aliens. That did look like a xenomorph back there. Hey, welcome, Shaxburg. You're just in time for Trantor. The Homer car of aircraft. Plays La Cucaracha when you honk the horn.
Sorry, every time I look at this, I'm just thinking of the spots that I can shoot, like in Star Fox, to bring down the ship.
Yeah, or like if it's a light gun game.
Mm-hmm.
Many weak points. Alright, but what kind of game is this?
So, it's gonna be a spaceship game, but I assume, like, you're gonna be in the spaceship.
Look at those fancy graphics. Rob Software. Oh, Probe Software.
Okay.
Alright, you guys. I get it. You're fancy. You know how to code. But can you make a good game?
Let's see.
Probe's made good games. I like Die Hard Trilogy on PlayStation. Alien 3 on Genesis was adequate. Rob Software and sell it from the back of your van.
I can't believe he sold stereos out of the back of his van. That's like David Perry, huh?
David Perry and Nick Broody? Are you shitting me? That's the future Earthworm Jim team. Well, alright. I guess they were from... Whoa. Oh!
Okay.
Now this is a microcomputer game.
To me, you are a space barbarian.
This is basically Space Barbarian Savage, yeah. Oh my god, he has so many frames of animation.
Well, Barrier Trio, thank you so much for the raid.
Hey, thanks for the raid. We're playing Amstrad CPC games. Hope you had a good stream. This is a system I know nothing about, so we're going into all these games blind and checking out the top 50 ones according to magazines from the time. If you know anything about the Amstrad, please let us know, because it's probably more than I know. I'm out of ammo. I didn't know you could run out of ammo. Is this more?
Oh, Marigold,
Okay.
y'all had an Amstrad? Man,
Holy shit, nice. I didn't know that, Marigold.
Whoa!
Was it cool? What games did you have? We survived 6%. Try Ludo instead.
Hey, I'll play Ludo with ya. That's pretty good.
Try Ludo instead. No, put me back in. This is the most video game-like game we've played so far. I gotta see more of this. So you only get one life, and there's no continues. Cool, cool.
You had Trivial Pursuit, and you could cheat at it. Good.
Oh, sweet. Was that one of those games where it was just like, did you get the answer correct? And you can be like, yes.
Yeah, I got it totally right. Don't worry about it.
Alright, I'm shielded. No, I'm not.
I still say this game, the system, I should say, really reminds me of the Lynx.
Yeah, just because of the vibrant graphics. Some would say garish, almost. But they wanted to show off how many colors they could put on screen and how many frames of animation they could have, and boy, they could do a lot with this thing. Now, like many other games for the system, I assume there's also a ZX Spectrum and probably Amiga equivalent as well, so those might be better ways to play this. Otherwise, not looking too bad for an Amstrad game. Should I try Ludo and... Completely useless!
That's even worse!
I did better, though! Fuck off! Trantor, the 43rd best Amstrad CPC game. Let's move on to number 42, Dark Side.
Got it from a friend of the family who had a post-it note explaining how to launch games from the command line. Beautiful.
Nice, because it's incredibly not obvious, yeah. You gotta type cat.
Cat makes no sense. Why cat?
It's like category or catalog or something. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
it's like typing dir in DOS.
That, I can at least understand directory.
Run Dark Side. Wonder what kind of game this is.
I bet, let's see, Dark Side? Okay, I know last time I said, oh man.
Ooh.
I was gonna say Ancient Times, but I don't know when this is.
Is that some kind of cyborg ninja?
It looks like a cyber castle. I like that.
Sneakernets, thank you for the 100 bits.
The issue with the Amstrad is that they were hell-bent on their own proprietary ports and peripherals to the point that aftermarket Commodore Atari parts were made with multiple modes just to make it work with Amstrad. Oh, man.
That's the thing, yeah. It was an all-in-one system, but all those components only worked with the Amstrad. And if there was one failure point, you might have had to replace the whole thing.
Ah, boo.
So that's one good thing about the ZX Spectrum and the C64 and whatnot. Oh? What? That pinball machine's killing the shit out of me. Get out of here. Is that good? Yeah, that's good. Earth destroyed. Or Evath destroyed. Wow. Okay, let's not go for the haunted pinball machine. Let's go away from the haunted pinball machine. These games, some of them really push the limits of what you'd expect from the hardware, especially this, which is some kind of 3D polygonal world. Uh-oh. Yeah? Oh. Uh-oh. I feel like an idiot trying to talk to the system. I think it understood I was trying to say, I love you. I did notice you can push space to engage the reticle and free look, so that's pretty nice.
I
What's
don't think
this?
it would say I love you. The only computer capable of love is the Amiga.
That's true. Only Amiga makes love possible. Yeah, that's... Well, I'm all out of ideas. Now, I did filter out the more text-oriented adventure games, but I assume this is also an adventure game. Still, it's one with a unique presentation that looks really cool, and I assume that's what led people in to try it back then. Oh no, I've aggroed the pinball machine again. Maybe I can get behind it. Eh? Yeah, I didn't think of that, did you fucking pinball machine?
Oh shit, Sevmal, thank you so very much for the raid. We are playing the top 50 Amstrad CPC games is ranked by contemporary magazines at the time and is compiled by the CPC Wiki.
Yeah, thanks for the raid. What were you up to? Hope you had a good stream. I'm having a microcomputer laugh at me over and over again. That's how this stream has been going. Check this out. You want to see the shit get destroyed? There you go. Cartman, thank you for the 100 bits as the cicadas slowly quiet in the background. Cicadas are all going home so they can watch Retro Pals. Game over.
The game we're playing right here is Dark Side, right? Is this
Yeah, Dark Side.
Okay, this is Dark
The game
Side.
before that was Trantor. All right, that was the 42nd best CPC game according to magazines at the time. Let's play number 41, Trailblazer. Oh, is this a demo mode? Ooh. Look at that, you can look up a tree.
Cool.
Wow. Anyway, Trailblazer. It's also a Trailblazer Plus, but I think... What the? You can spin in this? I'm getting out of here.
No, you're just drunk.
All right, for those of you new to the stream, here's how you load an Amstrad game. First of all, you put the disk in the drive, then you type cat, and then you look for the executable file, which could be any number of things. I assume it's just trail in this case.
Trail 0,
And you
trail
type
1,
and you type run quotation mark, which is shift +2, and then the name of the executable, which is trail. This is an educational stream. Cargando.
Is that Spanish?
You think?
I should know. I took like 3 years of Spanish in high school.
Ooh.
Whoa. Whoa.
Future soccer.
Okay.
This is what soccer looks like in the 300th century. I'm ready for it. All right, put me in.
It's loading in Spanish. Yes, I now know loading in Spanish.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait to blaze some trail. What's wrong with that little guy?
Is he okay?
Looks a little ill. All right, let's go. Whoa! Holy
Okay.
shit!
This game is sick.
This is awesome.
This is like a mobile game. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Holy shit! I am.
Consider this machine was released in 1984, and basically the entire time afterwards was spent trying to push it way past its intended limits with regards to graphical output. A lot of these games have looked really impressive, and this is no different. As to how it plays, we're not here to judge how it plays. We're here to be impressed by the cool graphics and to witness the future.
I think this looks great.
This looks great. It plays pretty okay, too. You do fall in a lot of holes, but I'm not very good at it. They have the nerve to call it easygoing in the lower left. Maybe this would be more easy and intuitive if you grew up with around soccer balls.
Well, I mean, it could be like, they should be like Minion Run, and they should add minions. Sorry, Minion Run is a Temple Run style game. I don't know if it's actually called Minion
Honestly, not a bad idea considering this machine was so popular in France, and so were the minions. So good call, Alex.
Thank you.
Yeah, you fall in the pit and one of them goes banana.
See?
That's the only thing I know about the minions. They're always screaming and saying banana.
That is true. They are. I don't think I've made you watch a single Minions movie.
I don't think so either.
Oh, I'm so nice.
I gotta catch up. I've seen the Despicable Me's. Those are okay.
They're fine.
What's your Minions movie power ranking?
Okay. So, number 1 is the Minions movie. I
Right.
mean, not the second one, but the first Minions movie.
Okay.
Number 2 is Despicable Me.
Okay.
Then you get Despicable Me 3. Then
Is 2 a
Minions
piece of
2,
shit?
And then Despicable Me 2, yeah.
Oh, you don't like Despicable Me 2.
No, I don't. It's just
That's the fan unfavorite.
I feel it's too much about how Gru needs to have a wife. And I like his wife just fine.
People
She's
agree with you.
fine.
They say 2 sucks.
But it just doesn't. The whole point of it is just like, oh, Gru, you have to have a wife for your adopted daughters, and it's just like, Gru, you have to have a heterosexual marriage for your daughters, and I'm like, no, he doesn't. Yeah, I know 4 is not gonna be great, but I don't care.
You're gonna see it anyway.
I'll watch that slop anyway.
One of these days he's gonna fuck those minions. Just
No,
you wait.
he's not.
Trailblazer, the 41st best Amstrad CPC game. Let's move on to number 40, a name that I know, and I'm really curious to see what it looks like here on the Amstrad. Savage. We know Savage for Amiga and its incredible opening song and almost incredible gameplay. But let's see what it looks like on the Amstrad.
I still haven't seen the Mario movie. I keep putting it off.
I assume it's game.bin. Or is it savage. We're going to try Savage.
Okay.
Okay. What does the introduction look like on this? I'm sorry, I'm curious. The introduction was the most incredible part of the Amiga game, so we gotta see what this looks like. I expect some digitized screaming guitars. I expect a digitized screaming Savage!
Okay. I didn't know about the cool wizard.
Well, alright, it doesn't have the digitized sound, but it does have a wizard who's apparently narrating us the story. An orgy of violence, he says. A manic fighting frenzy. Yeah, this seems to be the Amiga text. Music's okay. It's no Amiga Savage, but whatever.
A labyrinth of dank and gloomy dungeons.
Nice! You had me at dank.
Mm-hmm.
It's not...
I like that the wizard's mouth's mad.
You're just forever locked into the intro, I suppose.
That wizard's yapping it up.
Let's run the game now. So, okay. Not as good as the Amiga, but still, cool wizard. Let's see what the game part looks like. I assume it's going to be very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Trantor delivered something similar, so they could probably do Savage as well. Any second now.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, here we go. Savage. By Probe. Ooh. Oh, it's keyboard controls. You bastards. Alright, what are my movement keys? It's not the arrow keys. Alright, it's Q to jump, just to give you some idea of how it controls. A to duck. Just gonna glissando the keyboard trying to find the movement keys here. Oh, it's P. It's P to move to the right, of course. Silly me. Well, this looks pretty good. They got a lot of particles on screen. Nice giant graphics. I don't like that you have to spread your fingers between the P to move right, and the space bar to shoot, and the Q to jump.
Oh, that's bad!
That's kind of really bad. Careful. Whoops! Suffice to say, I don't think this is the ideal way to play Savage. We got a bonus, though. Again, consider 1984 microcomputer. The fact that it looks like this and plays with any sort of frame rate is pretty impressive.
It really is.
I'm gonna kill this guy with axes. Check this out. Fantastic. The screen blanked. Okay.
It's fine, you're good.
Savage!
Very savage.
Energy! Shit.
Falling off a cliff!
P and Q being the workable keys. Don't fall. I was being careful. There was like 50 guys and I can't reach the space bar. Savage for the Amstrad. That's basically what I expected. Let's move on to number 39.
A couple of people in chat mentioning the QAOP was actually kind of common in a lot of microcomputer games. So
was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There's some ZX Spectrum games that use the same controls.
I disagree with it.
This is Hero Quest. I wonder if this is anything like the NES prototype Hero Quest. It could be. I know that one was converted from PCs. Converted from PCs, originally a board game, Hero Quest. Or it could be something completely different. Bad news for 64K owners.
As the original, this game only works on 128K machines. Sorry, but it's impossible to change.
Shit. Well, that's a shame.
Oh, well.
I'm sure it's still going to be good. Hero Quest.
I'll see
Gremlin
it, Kaboom.
graphics.
I do like the graphics. Gremlin graphics. Graphics.
Gremlins make graphics.
They do.
May I play the game? The cicadas are coming back. They're going to swarm us.
They just want to play the game, too.
Which key is the make game work key? Yeah, Hasbro Bradley Limited? Wait a minute. Those are two different companies. What the heck's going on here? Other than the game not working.
Aw.
Maybe the intro was right. Maybe the intro... Okay.
Oh, okay.
Alright. We're in. Bloop. 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 Yeah, wizard. Oh my god. Okay, there's no joystick controls, so we're gonna have to find which keys are which.
Thank you, Cover, for the 100 bits. I think that the Austin cicadas would absolutely lose to the bats under the Congress Bridge. The Congress Bridge bat would eat the shit out of those cicadas.
Yeah, basically. Alright, the maze. This will be your final test. Use all the spells you've been taught. Alright, you got it. Alright, this is the game that was later converted into a prototype NES game. Oh my god. Okay, the controls are Z and X to move left and right.
Okay, I've heard worse.
And K and fucking K and O to move up and down.
Huh.
No, wait, K and P. Alright, move here, Barbarian. I don't think we'll spend much time with this because if you're familiar with the board game, this is just an adaptation of that. It's a series of dice rolls to determine whether you win these combat encounters, and you gotta go through mazes and stuff. It's a pretty neat game, you should check it out sometime. But I'm not getting anywhere with this. Not with God watching over me in the upper right.
And judging you, look at that.
Humans. They can't appreciate my genius control scheme of ZXOP. Cool music, though. That's number 39, Hero Quest. Let's move on to 38, Total Eclipse of the Heart? Maybe. We've heard so many arpeggios here tonight, and we're only
Yeah.
a few minutes into the stream. Heard more arpeggios than I've heard in my entire life. Oh yeah, you won't be needing that controller again, I don't think. I just wanted to play Ninja Turtles with you. Oh, it comes with its own trainer. How nice. Very considerate. Okay, I think the cicadas have finally been silenced.
They're tired. They're like, all right, we're done.
All right, pyramid. Cool,
I like
cool.
the pyramid. I like the total eclipse around it.
I assume the game's loading. How's everyone doing tonight? You having a good time? What'd you have for lunch today? I want to hear about it.
What did I have for lunch today?
I
Oh,
had-
leftover pizza.
Yeah, I had leftover pizza too.
Oh,
It was good. It was from a
so
local
good.
place.
Yeah, there's a local place that has like actually really good gluten-free pizza, and luckily enough, their other pizzas are good too. So
Oh my god, it's another one of these games. One of these psycho 3D polygonal adventure games.
but you're at the pyramids. Let's see. Chad had spaghetti, burger, ham and cheese sandwich, tacos from the local. Oh, tacos, nice, from a food truck. God, I haven't had tacos from a food truck in a while. I need gas station tacos again.
Oh my god. So, even
is
though this is an
cool.
adventure game and we're not going to make any progress whatsoever, this looks really neat. Seems to be in the vein of that other game we played, including the reticle that I assume, yeah, you can just hit the space key to activate your free move and aim. So far, I've seen games that are really impressive, that are also inscrutable, but still, quite impressed with the system's ability to deliver 3D environments that you can explore. This looks like a sarcophagus. I shot it. Is that good? Is that what you wanted?
Do you like that now that we shot it?
So I assume this is a huge pyramid that you spend days exploring. Oh, I fell off the top ledge and broke my legs.
That's not good. You need those to move.
It's okay. It's pyramid magic. I repaired my legs.
Okay, cool.
Is that a money counter at the top of the screen? Do we get £1 million by the end of this game?
Unfortunately, I think you only get it in-game. I don't think they actually deliver you £1,000.
Aw, come on.
Can we get £1 million?
Give me that pound sterling. What's the difference between pounds and pound sterling? Are those the same thing?
I don't know.
Is it like when people call it the money quid and whatever else they call it?
Money?
Yeah, money. Oi, Gov, you got some money?
Okay, it's apparently they're both the same thing. So.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm already lost in the pyramid. Still, neat 3D environment, cool perspective to play from, and probably super impressive to play back in the day. That's Total Eclipse, the 38th best game.
What's 37, Danny?
37 is Heartland. Yeah, let's go with the untrained version.
Odin computer graphics, huh?
Yeah, Odin himself coded this.
All the way up in Valhalla, they had the Amstrad.
Oh, fucking... Which one? Which one is this?
Okay, it's called... I'm assuming Heart.
It's probably Heart, yeah. Why couldn't it just be called Run Me, you know? Or Execute? Or Run This, Dumbass?
This is sick, okay.
This sounds like a national anthem for some country.
It's the national anthem of wizards.
I see. Let's do it. Take me back to the good old Heartland. Oh. Oh. Now hang on. We might have a game here. Seems to be some sort of platformer. Notice that we're not on Earth. The Earth is in the upper left.
Yeah.
The Earth is but a faraway dream to us. Okay, I got a book. What? Huh?
You failed to make up the ending chapter.
That's what I was doing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sure, Heartland. Sure. Yeah, I think I was standing on a guy and I got generated. Where's my energy? Is it the upper right, maybe? Okay, we can shoot.
Okay, Total Eclipse and Dark Side was the same devs, so that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Both very well regarded in magazines at the time. Can I go down? It doesn't look like I can go down.
That looked like a death if I ever saw one.
No luck. I didn't make up the ending chapter. Yeah, at least we did a cool spin on the way down. Okay, one last chance.
Okay.
To make some sense out of this game. We just wake up from bed and all these freaks start attacking us. Frame 1. We're having a bad day here. Maybe this door we can go through? Yeah, okay. So there's some sort of interconnected game world here, where the exits are both at the left and right of the screen and places you can go into and out of. Go through the... Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're doing it. We're making progress. Okay, this is a game I could play. Huh? What? Huh? There.
You skeletonized them!
Yeah, we have the ability to skeletonize people, so don't fuck with us. Yeah, to go through these doors, you have to turn yourself around first, it looks like. I warned him.
These guys take a lot of hits.
Oh,
how
all
are you
right.
supposed to know that?
Okay, Heartland. All right, I see. That's how it is. That's how it is. Well, if you can get into it and understand it, then you will understand why this is the 37th best Amstrad game ever made.
No luck?
No luck, no future. Let's move on to number 36, a game called Star Fox. Here we go.
I've heard
Yeah,
this one.
here we go, freaking Star Fox. Now I'm in my element. I had this for the Super Nintendo.
Me too.
This is a game about a bunch of funny animals who go on a space quest.
Uh-huh, and there's a fox and a bird.
And a frog.
Uh-huh, and
he goes dip, 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 dip.
the frog's really popular.
And the rabbit goes meh, 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 meh. That's all I know about Star Fox.
I can't wait to be surprised. Okay, it's in space. Good.
Andy made this. Way to
Like
go,
from
Andy.
Toy Story?
Yeah, from Toy Story. Star Fox, why don't you give me some joystick control? And we will start the video game. Here we are. Out here in space. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, if I were to
It's
guess,
Star Fox.
I would assume this is one of those super complicated space sims that map 50 different functions to the keyboard. Am I right? Oh, I'm right. All right. Thank you for the bits, Cartman.
Thank you, Cartman.
I think Buzz Lightyear made this. How to move. Well, can't go to any of those places, it looks like. Or can we? No, we don't know their locations.
Ooh, we've got a great big convoy. Flying through the night. You've got a great big convoy. Better shoot them at dawn's early light.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, there's something in my rear view. Is that the convoy? Come here, you.
Don't ban me. Ban the trucker music craze of the 70s.
That's the most Alex thing you've ever said.
It's never my fault that those songs... Oh,
I found the go button.
Okay, cool.
We're going.
Oh, look at you.
We're going through space. So many of these games try to push themselves really hard and simulate a first-person perspective, either in space or just on the ground. I found a planet. Did we crash into the planet?
Level incomplete. Fuel
What's that?
detected.
What does that mean? Help. I'm but a simple American console gamer. I put the cartridge in my system, and I expect to have a little man that you can make jump over pits and stuff. You throw this game at me with a million different keyboard commands that aren't in the game itself. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like this system is for smart people. What caused the game over?
Don't worry about it.
It said planet detected, game over. I'm just going to assume we crashed into the planet. Rest in peace, Star Fox. Rest in peace, Slippy, Peppy, the bird.
Falco.
Falco, there you go. Thank you. I knew you'd remember Falco.
Of course, honey.
At number 35 is RoboCop 2, which is a cartridge game, but it is the RoboCop 2 that was released on NES and C64, just to give you some idea of different standards here on microcomputers. A game that may have been bad on NES may have been good in comparison to other platformers. We're not going to see it here, because I don't think this model of system runs cartridges. However, it does run number 34, a game that I really, really, really want to see. Chase HQ.
Ooh.
You know what? Yeah, let's play the French version in honor of the French people who had the Amstrad back then.
We support the French. I just want to mention we support French.
We support French.
We support French! I don't know French, but I support it. How are you supposed to... Do you think it might be Chase HQ?
I think it might be. Now, this being a state-of-the-art Taito racing game from 87 or so, I wouldn't expect this game to look especially good on the Amstrad, but I don't know. They've done some pretty impressive stuff so far. So, impress me, Ocean.
I like the two Chase HQ guys.
Yeah, they're basically stand-ins for the Lethal Weapon guys. They look a little
They
bit
are.
different here. Probably a Spectrum port. Yeah, this was pretty big on Spectrum as well.
No, the Spectrum was small.
Oh my god.
Listen! I'm the jester you hired to fill in the load time gaps.
Wow. We couldn't do any... No, you're doing fine. You're doing great.
Thank you. I'm being banned a lot tonight, deservedly.
Chase HQ. Coming any second now. They were modeled on Harrison Ford and Billy D. Williams.
Oh, I
Nice.
see it.
Good old Billy D. Video game? Or is there a video game here? May we play game? I'm pushing enter, I'm pushing shift, I'm pushing space.
Oh, thank you, George, for gifting a sub to Pile of Sand. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thank you to everyone banning Alex.
Oh, and thank you to George for the 2-month resub. Happy September. Thank you.
Happy
Oh,
September.
Yeah, it is
Thank you.
September.
Look at this shit.
Okay, this looks good.
This looks fucking amazing, Alex. Yeah, put me in English. Oh,
Wow.
this is Nancy at Chase headquarters. Is that her up there?
She
Nancy.
looks cool.
She does look cool. She looks threatening. Ralph, the Idaho slasher, is fleeing towards the suburbs. Not the suburbs.
Hold on, man.
Dude, they got digitized voices? You kidding me? Alright, I'm pushing up to go forward. This looks really good. This looks amazing, actually.
Yeah, this is impressive.
It's got hills and stuff. Oh no! Oh, I see. I'm shifting gears with the joystick button. Gotcha. Now, this game, you gotta catch up to a criminal who's running away in a car, and then you gotta smack him. There he is.
Like your gun or your car?
Your car.
So you gotta do a pit maneuver, basically.
Well, if by pit maneuver you mean smashed into his trunk over and over again.
Yeah, that's basically how you do it.
Okay. It even said, "Let's go, Mr. Driver." that's voiced in the arcade original. Let's get moving, man. Boof.
I think you just drove through that.
It's impressive how much they kept from the arcade game, including all the shit you could run over that's on the road. Sound-wise? Yeah, you know. Boop, boop, boop. Doop. Blonk. Oh no! Dude, we got tunnels?
This is Nancy at Chase HQ.
Yeah, Nancy, I know we're running out of time. If you keep messing around, your time's gonna run out. I know, Nancy. Thanks for the reminder. We're pretty close. I don't know if we can reach him in the time limit. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Maybe it'll let us continue.
Time up.
Your time's up.
Thanks, Nancy. Yeah, put me back in. Let's do this. We'll get him this time. Where's my turbo? It doesn't seem as if the turbo is mapped on this controller. So we're gonna have to catch up to this guy the old-fashioned way.
Nitrous?
We're almost there. Yeah, nitrous.
Yeah. Nos.
NOS! Sighting of target vehicle. Let's get his ass. Considering all the stuff this game is rendering, and the fact that it has collisions for all the stuff, I assume, it runs really well. For whatever reason, people put all their hearts into porting this game to microcomputers back then. Oh man. Oh no. I'm always saying this.
You are always saying this.
Every RetroPal stream is just a combination of me saying, oh man, and oh no. I don't think we're gonna do this because it looks like that meter is filling up real slow.
Yeah.
Okay, spacebar is your NOS.
Okay, good.
I'm just gonna use all the NOS.
Yeah, bonk the shit out of this
fuck
guy.
it. Why is some of the sound really good and some of it is just like beeps and boops? There's so much good digitized sound on this system. I assume there's only so much you can put on a disc. Harder!
We're doing our best. Oh my god.
This is Nancy. Have you tried ramming him harder? He's smoking. He's gonna flame out. His car is on fire.
Yeah, we should probably stop running into him because we're gonna, like, if he exploded, we would die.
No, we're good.
Okay, never mind. Let's keep running
No!
into the...
No! So close. Come on. No!
Oh!
We're doing this. No, it reset the fucking meter!
the meter.
Alright.
No.
Chase HQ, you look pretty cool. You play pretty well, actually. But man, that's tough. It's a tough game. Only the 34th best Amstrad game ever made. The 33rd one is a game called Revolution.
I've
No
only
idea
heard
what
of the
this could be.
sequel,
Yeah?
Revolution X.
An Amstrad port of Revolution X would be amazing. I'm ready for Revolution.
Okay, this looks cool.
I'm ready for Revolution. When's the revolution coming?
You say you want a revolution.
I do.
I know.
Thank you, Looker. Joystick, please.
Looker. That's a good crack name.
Whoa. Yeah, dude. Alright, this is another one of those games where you control a ball in an isometric perspective, as was the style at the time. Huh?
You ran into that glowy thing which killed you.
Alright. Deploy second ball. Amstrad loves balls. The world is a ball, that's true. Look at that.
Okay.
I took the effort to went all the way over here and nothing happened. So I assume this is some sort of exploration-based game where the gimmick is that you have strange and unintuitive controls because you are a ball. But that's the whole challenge of the thing. I like how fast it goes when there's no enemies on screen. Maybe I get Cube?
Yeah, try for Cube, unless Cube is evil. Okay.
We've touched the cube. Good news, everyone. We've touched the cube.
Cube touched.
Did that unlock something? I'm just gonna go back to my ball home.
Won't let you.
There's no going home for balls.
Maybe you have to hit that red square in the middle, but avoid hitting those guys.
You got it. Revolution, the latest in a lineup of incredibly inscrutable games for the Amstrad CPC. I'm learning things here tonight, but I'm not sure what. Let's go with the next game, Space Crusade.
Ooh, a Space Crusade.
By Gremlin Graphics.
I do like the Gremlin.
Those gremlins, they can do graphics. Space.
Space.
Run. Space. Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, this is the crack tro, I see.
Good crack try.
I love that all these games are so minimalist in terms of sound, especially, and then just when you do hear a sound, it's like overload. All right, you guys, it's why is that funny?
Hey!
Space Crusade! Ah!
It's Joe Space Crusade! Actually, it looks more like a Billy.
Billy, what did you do to the graphics?
Don't worry about it, bro!
Billy's...
Copyright Hasbro and Games Workshop.
Hasbro again. And Gremlins again. Let's do a mission. Yeah, sure. Yep, you got it. Oh man, I'm having to pick loadouts for a bunch of different dudes. Yeah, sure, looks great. Fine. Fucking, oh god. These games are for smart people, Alex. These games are for smart people smarter than me. Oh, let me go. Let me play the game. Let's start.
Let's go.
Oh boy. Oh, is this a squad-based tactics game?
Yeah. It's for tabletop fans.
It sure looks like it. Have we barricaded ourselves inside this little closet? That looks like what's happened here. Oh, and there's all these different icons that do different things. Let's gun the thing here. All right, that's not working. Oh my god. This stream is making me look like the idiot I really am. You watch me play an arcade game that's a platformer, I'm like, okay, that's fine. Here you go, 1 credit clear, no problem. This? No. This is just, no, this is no.
Pretend that the Space Marines are Devil Dumper Doris.
Oh, okay. Now you're speaking my language.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not even in English. Rapport de mission. Is that good?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, it says we win. It says, good job. The Retro Pals have won the game and have proven themselves the smartest streamers.
Le best
Wow.
streamers.
Wow. It's good to be recognized in my own time. Thank you, Amstrad CPC.
Thank you.
Let's play the next best game, number 31. Turrican. Now, here's a game I can play. This is a playable video game. I'm sure of this. A start chapter, the Doris Dumpers. See, you just gotta put things in terms I can understand. That's all it takes. Now, what does Turrican look like on the old Amstrad?
I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out.
Yeah. Specifically, how does this compare with the C64 and Amiga versions? I'm curious to see. Alright, title screen looks okay. There's the man himself. The Turrican.
The Turrican Man.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, we're gonna play a video game. Alex, we're gonna play a video game.
I know, it's a normal one, too.
Here we go. Incoming video game. Huh?
Hold on.
Alright, we have keyboard controls. That's a good sign. Controls are Q and W. Please don't tell me O and P. Yeah, it's O and P. Alright. So Savage controls. Nice big sprites. Look at this. Look how colorful it is.
They do look good.
You don't have auto fire in this game. You have to mash the space key every time you want to shoot.
Oh, boo.
Otherwise, this does seem pretty faithful to the original Turrican. Oh, that's a good sound. What's in here? Treats for me? Treats for Turrican?
Candy for Turrican?
Yeah, treats.
Oh, yum.
So I'm holding O to go left, and I'm tapping Q to jump, and occasionally I'm tapping the space key to die. Shoot. I assume there's a way to enable joystick, but I probably missed it. Oh, there's his big thing. His thing, Alex.
It's his thing.
Yeah, his big electrical whip or whatever. So they do have that in this. Just gonna go out on a limb and say this probably isn't the preferred way to play Turrican. You want to play on C64 or on Amiga. Other ports, not very good. I hear the Genesis one isn't very good, though Mega Turrican is great. That is Turrican 3. But we're getting off topic. This is an Amstrad stream. It keeps the thing where the background dims when you go in a cave. That's neat. Bad at Turrican, can you tell? Oh my god, platforming. Platforming with literal co-op controls.
God, I'm sorry for the quap.
See, I thought Quap was just playing a joke, but no, they were just using European microcomputer controls. Like, literally. Oh god, how do I make this jump?
You die.
The answer is, you die. Turrican, that's what it looks like on the Amstrad. Let's see what Rainbow Islands looks like on the Amstrad. Now, I know Rainbow Islands. I've seen this game. I know what it looks like. But let's see how well they can adapt this thing. The Chase HQ adaptation was pretty darn good, I thought. Run. Disc. I would have guessed Rainbow, but...
I would have too, but...
Frickin' shows what I know.
Yeah, it does seem like making home computer games control well where it's...
This is beautiful.
Hold on.
This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Look at all those colors.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Oh my god. Graft gold. Okay. I'm here for this. Let me play your Rainbow Islands. Please. Yeah, that's a blomby bubby if I've ever seen one. Tybo Corporation. The story of Bubble Bobble 2.
Insect Island.
Welcome to Insect Island. Alex, this has music and sound effects at the same time? Are you kidding me? What wizardry is this? And it actually plays a little bit like Rainbow Islands.
Really?
Like it's slow and stodgy, but it's here. This got ported everywhere back in the day, to be fair. Whoever had the license to this, I think it said Ocean, just really ported the shit out of this game to every single microcomputer they could. And considering how well those ports are regarded, I guess they're pretty good. Hey, free carrots and artichokes and shit. Good job, Bubby.
Eggplant.
Yeah, the music's good, but it's not perfect. There's the occasional off note that's kind of getting to me. It's got the gems in it too. Holy shit! Does it keep the thing where you have to kill enemies on certain vertical stripes on the screen? I bet it does. See, if you don't know anything about Rainbow Islands, you just think, oh, cutesy platformer in the vein of Bubble Bobble, but in reality, this is a game for sickos.
Yeah, it's really complicated.
There's a whole lot of hidden shit that you'd never ever learn about, unless you read a wiki or something. I still like it, though. This looks great! Man! Okay, so as we're moving up the list, we're starting to see some games that look and play and sound really good.
It's a lot of eggplant.
That is a lot of eggplants, suspiciously so. I like this. And if I had this back in the day and didn't have an NES or a Mega Drive, I'd be chuffed, as they say over there. Shit.
No, sorry.
That's not very chuffed of you, Bubby. Well, hell. All right. Okay, I'm back in it. I was starting to wane a little bit, my excitement for the Amstrad, after seeing so many inscrutable games back to back. But this system, it's capable. It can do some stuff. Game number 29 is a adventure game called Lords of Midnight. We're going to skip that because we're not covering adventure games, but I'm sure it's very good. Number 28, which I'm sure is much more playable, is F-16 Combat Pilot.
Whew.
Don't worry, Alex, I got this. I'm a trained pilot, and I can definitely pilot a virtual plane on the Amstrad. Don't worry about it.
Well, I will be right back. Please don't crash the plane while I'm gone.
All right, you got it. F-16. Alex is bailing early. Good choice. All right, no matter what happens, everybody, we have to agree to tell Alex that I was perfect at this game when he gets back. Plus petite version. It's small. Cool. That's me. Oh, this is another one of those games that puts different functions on every single key on the keyboard, isn't it? Yeah, there's that guy. He's the combat pilot. Yeah, at least this doesn't make you type load *81. That's something. You have to type cat and then run. A much more normal way of loading games. Alright, we're in this. Oh my god, look at this. We got graphics. Let's scramble. What am I looking at? What am I... Huh? Okay. Yeah, clean? Alright, let's clean it. Okay, it's now clean. Let's go with the cruise choice. Alright, we're fully outfitted. We're ready to do this. I'm glad there's a clean option. You need to have a clean airplane. I just did like 10 successful missions in a row and everyone clapped.
Nice.
It was cool.
You didn't crash at all, did you?
No. Not at all. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no, you expect me to take off?
Look at this!
You expect me to take off? What button is that? N, M, X, C, V? I'm just rolling my face along the various instruments in front of me. I think I turned off the airplane. I think the plane was running and then I just turned it off.
Okay, turn the key. That should turn it on.
There's a key? Oh, okay. We're back in it.
Okay.
It's making plane noises again. Okay. Okay, we've done something. Yeah, uh-huh. Okay, yeah, that seems to be in order. Good, good. No, I need those. Yeah, turn that on, please. Okay. Let's Yeah, we have Torng. My Torng is looking good. My Burge could use a little bit of work. My Alt. We want to make that not 0. All right, call over the Air Force, guys. We have to admit that I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm sorry.
They have to put me in the brig. It's better off this way before I go crashing an expensive military airplane. Oh, I really wanted to get this thing in the sky, though. I wanted to see what this baby could do.
I just imagine you're smashing the controls with your head.
I am. Recon bad. Recon bad.
Your recon is bad, Danny.
Numbers 1 to 0 pick speed. Let's try that. The numbers are not doing nothing. I probably have
your
to.
hog is 360.
That's cool, but I'd rather be in the air. Well, I assume if you can actually get off the ground, this is a pretty comprehensive simulator. That would have been very impressive to play back in the day. Let's go with that. Our next game is called Academy. I'm just gonna be embarrassed this entire stream, aren't I? I'm gonna graduate. Here we go. I'm going to Amstrad Academy. Totally a fake gamer. I couldn't even get to the point where I could crash the plane. Cool pink dome.
I love the Rainbow Trail.
That's pretty neat.
I like this. I'm all in on Academy.
No idea what kind of game this is, but there's a ship here, so I assume there should be some sort of action or shooting. My torng was too low. Oh, I should have known. Your torng too low.
Wait,
your recon too bad.
SETI 2. What do I know that from? Chat, what do I know? What do I know that from? Chat, you know that. You gotta know that.
Skimmer Lennon. All right, good guy to have on my 6. If it moves, all right, let's do it. Type help or some other command.
It's a star. That's where I've heard it from. Okay, cool.
Okay, launch. Are we in there? Did we do it? Yeah, we did it! Alright! Cool. See, I'm totally qualified for the mission. I definitely know what I'm doing. It's another one of those games that replicates a 3D world. It's looking a little bit like Battlezone out here. Who's shooting me? Show yourself. Is it you?
It's that blip over there.
I like the lightning. Alright, that blip really learned its lesson, I think. You, building. What'd you say to me? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm noticing a trend in the most popular Amstrad games.
What's the trend?
The trend being games that simulate a 3D space with really complex controls that make you feel like a genius for when you eventually get your head around it, and make you feel like the stupidest streamer in the world when you don't understand them. I assume all these games came with manuals, or at least some sort of instructions. I have 1% score.
Hey!
Let's smash into this building. Here we go. Ship destroyed. Mission failed.
Don't do that, Danny.
Oh. Alex, they kicked my ass out of the academy.
Aww.
It's for the best. Number 26 is Nebulous.
I bet this will be normal.
You think so?
I bet this won't be overly complicated.
You'd think. So far, the only games I've understood have been Rainbow Islands and Chase HQ and Savage and Space Savage. It's loading. Oh, and TMNT was pretty good too, yeah.
Yeah. Do you want pokes?
Excuse me? At least ask me out on a date first. No. Is that bad?
You chose wrong.
No, I'm sorry. Yes, I do want pokes. I'm sorry. Help.
Hi, everybody. I'm Nebulous.
I feel like I'm going insane. This stream is
I'm
driving
Nebulous. Do you like me?
This stream is literally driving me insane.
I heard you didn't want pokes. I guess I'll leave you alone. Sorry.
No, poke me. I want a lot of pokes. It was asking me on a date to a Pokeball place. Aw, man.
Aw, man.
Aw, man. Alright.
Good music.
Game on. It's this game. Oh, man.
Cool.
It's fucking this game. It's this game. This was released on NES as Castellian. This is the kind of game where if you play it on NES, you're like, this has to be a microcomputer game. This has to be much better remembered and better loved on microcomputers. And yep, that is definitely the case. I've seen people play this and then become infinitely frustrated by it. I've seen Jeff Gersman and Seb Mall both try this game and just be like, what is this game's problem? Because it looks simple, and the graphical effect is pretty cool, but the level design is just so cruel. Like, you notice how it drops things out from under you with no warning?
Yeah.
It's that kind of game. And I can only assume this was more popular on microcomputers because kids had fewer options regarding this kind of game, so they were willing to put more time into it. Whereas console gamers, we don't have time for this bullshit.
You really don't.
But maybe that's on us. Maybe we'd be better off if we had more patience and the ability to understand games like this. Fuck.
So are you saying that we as console gamers have flaws?
No.
Okay, thank God.
This does look pretty cool, though. I like the rotation effect.
Hey, you're doing pretty good. You might say that your understanding of this game is not nebulous.
Whoa, that's a stretch.
It sure is!
Oh, come on, that didn't hit me. I went all the way down? The other thing I remember from watching people play this is the time limit on the NES game was really strict. Like, if you made one wrong step, you would just be fucked.
Yeah, add this guy to Astrobot or whatever.
Yeah, put him in there. Make him a boss in Astrobot. That game looks pretty fun.
Yeah. You've got a PS5.
Yeah.
You come in for the 100 bits. Games were also cheaper on the microcomputers. That makes sense.
That's
so
true.
this would be like $5 or $10 instead of like the big price for a cartridge.
Yeah, your standards would be different. And in many cases, you could just pirate the game, so...
Yeah.
He falls down the stairs. You clumsy little freak. What even is he?
I think he's a frog.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a frog-looking guy to me.
So here's the problem. That thing that keeps rotating around the castle, you can't kill it. And it just constantly knocks you down every time you encounter it. The Tower of Eyes. Well, okay. I can understand how this would be better received here on a microcomputer. I get it now. Castellian, not a great game to play on NES, but Nebulous? You could maybe have some fun with Nebulous. You... Never mind, this game's evil.
Right off the tower, baby.
Number 25 on the list is a game called The Pawn, which is an adventure game, so we're going to skip it. Just going to assume The Pawn is a beloved classic. Everyone go play The Pawn. Instead, we're going to play number 24, Star Glider.
The pawn should be about an evil pawn shop.
Yeah.
Where they sell you, like, evil diamonds? I'm sorry.
Diamonds?
I don't know, Arian. I forgot what they sell at pawn shops. My
Swords, guns, CDs.
Swords, okay. What if... Oh, man.
This is another one of those complicated space games, isn't it? Yeah. I bet you anything, this is going to put me in a first-person perspective.
Rainbird, huh? Rainbird? Argonaut?
Argonaut? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is this the real Star Fox? Hold the fucking phone. Yeah, start me up. Wow, look who was right. Okay, to its credit, this game seems more immediately playable. We're actually on the move. We're able to move the reticle around and presumably shoot things. So that's a good start. It doesn't...
Annie?
It doesn't make you launch the plane.
This is Star Fox.
It kind of is. Is this the secret origin of Star Fox? And it's not the game called Star Fox? I think my mind is being blown here in real time. Who out there blowing my mind? Quit it.
I guess Argonaut is.
Wow, Star Fox had an Amstrad predecessor. All we need is a clickbait YouTube thumbnail and we got a video essay on our hands, buddy.
Okay, according to Bobinator, Star Fox was early on going to be an SNES version of this game.
Well, hell. There you go. And it's
Learned
apparently
so
one of the
much.
better loved and better remembered Amstrad games.
The sequel is apparently amazing.
Blue, blue. I'm gonna get this thing. I'm gonna get you, you polygon. Yeah, take that.
Nice.
Alex, this is playable. This is
It
a
looks
video
playable.
game. This is a video game that can be played and enjoyed normally. I've been so starved for that kind of thing all night. I've just been seeing glimpses of gaming goodness.
Yeah.
But it's all been held at arm's length, as if to tease me. Be like, oh, you're not smart enough for this.
You do not have l'intelligence. Sorry, I don't know French for intelligence.
No, I think that's it.
Okay, cool.
So Starglider, if you want to play a predecessor to Star Fox that's literally by Argonaut, you want to play Starglider for the Amstrad. Holy hell. See, that's all you gotta do. You just gotta make the game playable. You don't gotta make this amazing 3D world simulator that has buttons across the entire damn keyboard. You just gotta make it so you can point and shoot at stuff. That's all we want as gamers, isn't it?
Okay, so Starglider 2 was actually in development for the Conix multi-system of all things.
Whoa. Now that's a hell of a thing. I wonder if there's ever going to be an emulator for that, or if there's even any games to dump and emulate. That's a story for another time, but for now, I'm really happy to see this. Starglider, I like this. Good, good. I bet the next game's even better. Number 23, Sorcery Plus. You've heard of Sorcery. Now get ready for the real shit.
Sorcery Plus sounds like a subscription service. Sorry.
Yeah, like Disney Plus.
Yeah, where they send wizards to your house.
Cool.
Okay, so apparently the Jeff Minter collection reportedly does include one Conix multi-system game, so...
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta play that.
You do.
Yeah. A playable Conix multi-system game.
Oh yeah, and the Croc collection. Man, Argonaut popping off.
Argonaut keeps winning. After many decades of not winning. Happy for you, Argonaut.
Good job, Argonaut.
Alright, what the hell is Sorcery Plus?
It's got Dave.
And Andy! You can't keep a good Andy down. Alright, put me in. Let's do some sorcery. Start the freaking game. Huh? What? Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. Fuck. Help. Okay, you go through the pillar that way, and then you go up here and through the door, and yeah, it's normal. Money. No, it's a sack of spells. Like,
You've drowned in the river with a sack of spells.
I don't think that was one complete sentence. We scored 50 points and saved 0 sorcerers. No, we can do better than that. We can do better than that now that I know what kind of game it is and what to do. Right? Wizard cannot swim.
Yeah, you'd think you'd be able to swim.
You know wizards. They're frail. Yeah, I said it.
I can't...
What are you gonna do, wizards? Be decrepit at me? Man, this stream is making me turn on wizards.
I know, your favorite people.
This isn't even the same screen. What is this? Wizards are my favorite people. Alright, well this is some sort of exploration-based platformer, minus the platforming.
Oh, you dropped the door key.
Yeah, you have to swap out items like it's Dizzy, Prince of the Yolk Folk. Only instead of a disgusting egg, you're playing a cool wizard.
I do like that you're a wizard and not an egg.
Yeah, I appreciate that much. You were in the castle carrying a strong sword. Yeah, a fat lot of good it's doing me. Everything
Your
just
sword doesn't matter.
everything's just generating the shit out of me. A large bottle.
I like that the sword doesn't do shit. That's really good.
It sure doesn't. So the appeal of this and other Dizzy likes is kind of lost on me as an American, but having watched Bill Bull play through a couple of Dizzy games, I can see how if you get into them, you can really get a lot of gameplay out of them. A lot of stuff to explore, a lot of strange things to see, a lot of
a lot of wizards to drown.
a lot of fucking wizards to drown. I would also smoke weed with a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
A wizard would come up with some kind of weird, something even better than a bong. Some sort of wizard pipe. Specterman, thank you for the 25 bits.
Thank you for the cultural info. Calling someone a water bottle in the French language is a valid insult. I like that.
So we can continue banging our heads against this, but I'm just going to assume this is pretty fun if you can manage to not get killed instantly. Check out Sorcery Plus for the Amstrad. Here's one I really want to play. Number 22 on the list is Prehistoric 2.
2?
Yeah. Prehistoric spelled with a K, and in fact this is a predecessor to the Super Nintendo game Prehistoric Man.
I was going to ask if it has any prehistoric man.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, what the fuck? Okay, disk. I'm going to type disk. I just saw like something with no file name there, and I was like, how do I type that? Some of the boxes spell diskette a way I've never seen before. They spell it with a Q. Isn't that fucked up?
Please use the cursor keys to center the screen.
You got it. Yeah. Sure. Good. Whatever. Whoa. Now this is prehistory.
Good lord, this screen is big.
Yeah, it's huge and beautiful. Alright, let's play it. Y'all heard of this guy, this Prehistoric Man?
No. Have you?
I have.
Okay. Well, aren't we fancy hearing about Prehistoric Man?
Oh my god, Alex. Alex! This is a real video game!
I like the Amiga music.
Let's fucking go! Look, I'm running to the right and hitting things. And jumping. Alex, I'm hopping and bopping.
Okay, so according to Bobnator, this was a game for the enhanced CPC Plus hardware, which they used as the basis for the extremely ill-advised Amstrad console. Beautiful.
Yep, there was an Amstrad console we're going to have to cover one of these days. It lasted 6 entire months. That's how good it was.
This is a 1993 game, Danny.
Yeah, for a system that came out in '84, and to still be making games that look like this, pretty incredible. Man, the Amstrad contains multitudes.
It really does. It's interesting.
And some of it I'm even smart enough to understand. I think I died. Yeah, I died. Let's try that again. Really big, cartoony enemies. I like this game's look. I gotta say I wasn't too impressed with Prehistoric Man on Super Nintendo, but this? It's all about context, is all I'm gonna say. And this being on this system and playing this well. Whoa! Come on! It's got scrolling, for God's sake.
Got you.
what I'm learning is that what reviewers consider to be the top Amstrad games are very much games for quote-unquote computer gamers. So you're not going to see a lot of traditional platformers and whatnot. You're going to see really complicated space sims and games that use 3D polygons and whatnot, but it's not to say the system is completely devoid of platformers. They're on here. You just gotta search a little bit harder. What do?
Looks like it's pointing that way.
Is it?
Yeah. See how it's pointing? Oh, never mind. Don't listen to me.
Even the music's not bad. Wonder if I can go in this cave. Got you. Hello? Oh!
Ooh. Yeah!
Yeah! Oh my god, so many treats! So many
he
treats
almost fell off,
for the
thank God.
prehistoric man. Now, is that enough treats to beat the level with? It doesn't seem like it. Oh, thank God, a platformer. Oh, I've never been so happy to see a mascot. This guy, we could probably have some stuff to talk about. Me and Prehistoric Man. We could have a couple of prehistoric beers. Be like, what's with all those space shoot-em-ups? And he's like, the 3D ones with all the complicated controls? And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? And he's like, me no understand either.
Me's just simple caveman.
Me just simple caveman lowering myself to my slow demise. Good. At 21 is The Lurking Horror, which is a text adventure game. We're not going to play that. We are going to play number 20, which is a game called Ranarama. Ranarama.
Ranarama.
You want to take a stab at what kind of game this is?
I saw the cover. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be an isometric game.
Okay, good guess. Good guess. Ranarama. It's Ranarama.
It's Ranarama.
You know what? I'm gonna take the infinite lives. I'm just gonna.
Okay.
I'm just gonna do that. Rendezvous with Ranarama. Huh.
Okay.
The magic minions?
What the? This frog has a gun.
It's Frogger if it was Gauntlet. How weird. Okay.
Yeah, you're a frog with psychic abilities. I like that.
That's pretty sick. Alright. Yeah, you seem to be limited to tile-based movement, a la Frogger. How to open this? Please don't make me use the keyboard for this video game. Maybe I can go this way.
I can go up.
This is kind of neat. I could get into this.
Oh.
Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, we're gaming like it's the early 80s. Dude, this Frogger has diagonal movement. The original Frogger would shit his pants.
Sorry, I'm just imagining Frogger with diagonal movement just absolutely obliterating cars. Power spell expired. You are now normal?
You are now mortal.
Mortal. Uh-oh.
That's no good. Hate to be mortal. Well, this is playable. I can kind of see what the objectives are and what you're supposed to do. Which makes it way better than almost every other game I've played so far. And again, it's all about a matter of perspective. It's all about putting the time in to actually understand how these games are played. And in a rapid-fire stream format, probably not the best choice, but Still, to occasionally see the occasional playable game is pretty nice. It's like being back home. It's like a warm blanket. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what you're doing either.
Psychic. I know that says zap, but I keep reading it as sad.
It does look like sad.
Offensive spell, sad. I picked that up. Huh? Huh? Huh?
Map.
Oh! Okay. That's good, actually. I found a hidden door, because I looked at the map. I'm a freaking genius. They call me the genius gamer.
Do you think this frog also needs to find a princess before they bust?
Yeah. That was the intro that we skipped. I wish I may, I wish I must. Alright, kill me. Someone put this mortal frog out of his misery. Yeah, you. The game
Can't
makes
die, honey.
this makes really good noises at least.
You're an immortal frog, man. You can't
Wait,
die.
at the beginning I chose infinite lives.
Yeah.
I'm a fool.
You are.
I kind of like this one. So, Rama, definitely check that out for the Amstrad CPC if you get a chance. Maybe you'll get more into it. Maybe you'll understand the spell system. Maybe you can become the ultimate Frogger. We can only hope.
We can only hope.
That was cool. At number 19 is Hollywood Hijinks, a text adventure game. At number 18 is Doom Dark's Revenge, another adventure game. Not going to play those. 17 is a cartridge game, Pang, and that one looks pretty good. Unfortunately, could not get that one working. It's basically just a port of Buster Brothers, aka Pang, the Capcom and Mitchell game. Doesn't look too bad. It looks like it could be pretty good. Number 16 is the next game we can play. It's a game called Iron Lord.
Iron Lord, huh?
Disc 1 of 4! Ubisoft! Oh, we're really in for it now. Yeah, I can't believe The Great Quest is something that they made. That that was something they felt was a worthy expansion of the whole Frogger formula. Yeah, let's turn Frogger into a raging pervert and put him in his own platformer.
I hate that. I think Frogger should be a normal guy. Here's my impression of a good Frogger. I'm normal! I'm eating flies, being normal, don't worry about me.
I'm just a
normal.
regular frog. Yeehaw.
I don't know why I go with, like, loud southern bus driver.
Maybe Frogger should be a loud southern bus driver.
Listen.
Maybe that's what the world is ready for.
Whoa!
Eh,
If I saw a bus driver that looked like that, I'd just walk.
I'd get off the bus.
Yeah. Ubisoft, your logo's too sick. Stop it.
Oh, from humble beginnings. This is in fact the same Ubisoft that exists nowadays. Way back when, they started making microcomputer games. For systems including the Amstrad. Insert disc 2, you say. Alright, I can do that.
Did it work?
Do you like this disc? Is it tasty for you?
It's eating it. That's why it's got its mouth open like that. It's like, ah.
I think someone should have made a microcomputer where the disk drive is just a giant maw that you shove disks into.
That would be so cool.
Like it could look like a monster mouth. And you could have a speech bubble saying, feed me discs.
I hate that. I love it, Danny. That's awful and beautiful, and I don't know.
Yeah, welcome to the Piss River.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's
The Piss River looks beautiful this time of year. May I play the game? Is there a game?
uh-huh.
Yeah?
It's in French, I mean.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's an adventure game. Alex, this is an adventure game.
I'm sorry.
We're not going to get very far in this, but since we've already loaded it up, let's go ahead and just mash our keys and see if anything happens.
Yeah. Geiger computer. I would
Yeah,
love
yeah.
just, maybe the little alien, like it could be a xenomorph computer, and the disk drive is actually the second mouth that comes out, and it's like,
Oh, good idea.
just
And
pop
it
it in
could
there.
it could eat smaller discs.
yeah, like that could be your SD card reader.
We're giving away $1 million ideas here tonight. All right. Well. Uh-huh. I don't think we made any progress at all. I think we're stuck here on the Piss River for the rest of our lives. At least we're playing a jaunty tune
Good music.
as we head to our doom down the Piss River.
No more music, sorry.
Sorry to cut you short, but I'm trying to find a video game here. At least we got theme of Piss River. That's true. We'll always have that. And people smarter than me will always have Iron Lord for the Amstrad. Enjoy it if you can. Oh, what?
What?
Oh, we're back. We're
Back
here.
to
All right.
northwest,
That's
east,
good.
south,
That's great.
but in French.
Spin Dizzy. We're
What
approaching the top 10.
What could Spin Dizzy be?
I know what it is.
Oh yeah, I played this on SNES. Is it the same?
Yeah, actually. I think
Oh.
the Super Nintendo Spin Dizzy Worlds is a sequel of sorts to this. So the few of you who have played Spin Dizzy Worlds on Super Nintendo, eat your heart out.
Archie loves this game. Archie the
Archie also loves Spanky's Quest.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, here we go. Yes, these are the best colors we could have picked.
Hey, I like them.
Okay, this is better. Alright, so we're some sort of, some sort of spinny guy. Oh, the controls are very momentum-based. This is like a Marble Madness-like, where once you start going, your momentum carries you. Okay, we got a thing. We have 1 jewel. And now we can, do stuff. I don't know how to play this game.
Well, you're spinning. Are you dizzy?
A little bit. Oh no, I'm in the hell maze of... Help! Alex. Each of these tiles keeps pushing me in a different direction and I can't control shit. Okay, we made it out. Good. Whew. This stream is making my brain grow at a rapid, accelerated rate, and I don't know if I like it. Get on the thing. Get on the fucking...
No!
No, we're gonna do this.
You're too spin dizzy, Danny.
I have too much momentum is the problem. Once I start going, there's no
you
stopping
fell
me.
off! Fuck!
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
We got almost no momentum
Okay,
here.
no momentum. Let's go. Let's...
Eh?
Oh!
Fucking-
Yeah!
We'll try that again. We can do this.
No, it's cool. It's cool. We can do this. Danny can do this. All right. Easy peasy.
Who hasn't enjoyed a nice night of Spin Dizzy gameplay? Spin Dizzy gaming. That's what I'm all about.
I hate this.
We could do this. We're better than this. We can't let the game beat us. Oh my god. There's no brakes on this thing is the problem. Once you start going. Oh god. Okay. All right. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is it. Crush me. Kill me. End me. Wait. Wait. This is the strat. You just wait here under it and it...
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Amazing! game. Give Danny props.
I am the best gamer to have ever lived, and my reward is I no longer have eyeballs thanks to this bright yellow screen. What are we? Oh, we're in a pit. Oh, it's harder to push yourself up inclines because physics. Hold on a second. We're going to get this. So help me God.
2 jewels, baby.
We got it. We got 2 jewels. And now we get to go back where we came. The joys of Spin Dizzy can be yours on the Amstrad CPC. Oh, I bet you got to exit from a different screen in order to get that one. This is intriguing. I've heard about this game before, but never actually played it. You could really have some fun with this if you came to grips with the controls.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely in the Marble Madness mold. So someone who is probably Mark Cerny would enjoy this game. I heard he tried to talk up the PlayStation 6 Pro or 5 or whatever they're on.
Yeah, 5.
And didn't do a good job of it.
Yeah, people aren't happy about it. I get it. It doesn't look like it's, you know.
Alex, would you drop $699 US on an Amstrad?
If it didn't have a disk drive, fuck no.
Well, there you go, Mark Cerny. You should have done some market research. This is kind of neat. I'm kind of into this, but we should probably move on. Spin Dizzy, the 15th best game for the Amstrad CPC. At number 14 is Silicon Dreams 2 Return to Eden, which is an adventure game, so we're skipping it. At number 13 is Turrican 2. Let's have a look at Turrican 2. I'm curious to see what this looks like.
The final fight, you can't call it that.
Yeah, especially if there's going to be a Turrican 3. What are you doing? This stream has been enlightening and fun and also torture. I'm experiencing a variety of emotions here tonight.
Torture.
I just can't wait to sit down with a nice platformer after this. I'm going to play like Contra or some shit.
You're going to be like, please give me a normal game.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Looks cool.
Why is his crotch underlit?
I wasn't going to mention the fire crotch issue.
Is he putting his junk on a volcano?
No. He would die if he did that.
Is that the theme of Turrican?
Mm-hmm.
Doo doo doop doop doo doop doop boo doop. Turrican will arrive shortly.
After these commercial messages.
Bring back the crocodiles. Why wasn't there any games featuring the Amstrad crocodiles?
I know. I feel maybe they did make one and it sucked, so it's not on the list.
Oh. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. This one has better graphics. The characters are bigger, and it's much faster. That's what I'm liking about this. Isn't there like a bonus you can get up here or something?
No.
What would you know?
There's a boner you could get up there, though.
All right, Alex. You're starting to get a little punch drunk.
I am not. I'm being normal.
I've forced Alex to endure all sorts of educational gameplay here tonight. I've died? Yeah, get that Alex out of here. I want that Alex banned from this arcade.
You can't ban me. I'm delightful.
I'm noticing just how small a window this is now compared to the other games we played. But that's okay. If it's all in service of smooth scrolling and good gameplay, then I'll allow it.
Super Turrican like Super Ghouls and Ghosts of the series? Good question.
You know? Maybe so. Because it was a console exclusive, I think, and was good. I think my brain needs a break after this stream. It's good. It's like Super Ghouls and Ghosts in that it is good. I'm gonna be a Turrican head one of these days.
You gotta be, man.
This robot man keeps mocking me with his fun-looking games that I just don't get because I didn't grow up with them. But mark my words, I will become a Turrican superfan. A Turrifan. So, okay, this is a pretty good improvement over the first game. I'm glad we actually loaded this up. I could see how this would be a standout if you played it on Amstrad hardware way back when. Be like, I don't need no Mega Drive. I got all the run and gun I need right here. And it's a computer, too. Alright, you want to bet that this has a cool game over screen?
I bet.
Let's find out.
Alright.
Kill me.
Die, Turrican, die.
End my life.
Come on, generate him.
End me.
And generate Turrican.
End me. Come on, come back. Like, no, come back. I'll get you. I'm going to overlap your sprite and you're going to generate me. Yeah.
Great game
Good.
over screen.
Good. Excellent. Number 12, Night Lore. Now, this is a name I know from the Spectrum. I wonder if it's the same game. Should have called this The Retro Pals Get Driven Insane by the Amstrad CPC.
I honestly respect being driven wild by the Amstrad. It's making my brain go away, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, suddenly all my worries, my concerns have melted away, and all I can think of is these extremely strange and dank video games. Yeah, sure, give me infinite lives.
Okay.
And infinite time. Number of objects needed, just one. Yeah, this is an open world game where you have to collect a bunch of shit and bring it back to the start. So having only one object to collect would be nice. Infinite pokes? No, don't poke me.
No poking.
There would be no pokes. What did they mean by that?
I still don't know.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, this is Night
it's
Lore.
this game.
This is definitely Night Lore. What the fuck? It has tank controls? Really? You rotate with left and right and push up to go forward. I didn't know that about Night Lore. That's horrible. I just always assumed this was a push in a direction and go kind of game. Well, anyway, this is an early game from Ultimate Play the Game, who later became Rare. This is much better known as a ZX Spectrum game. The star is a guy who was later in that other game where you wander around an island and the animals kill you.
Viva Pinata?
Yeah, sure. What's that game I'm thinking of? Oh, what is it?
Saberwolf?
Saberwolf, that's it. Yes, thank you. I'm glad someone could get that from my horrible description of it. But this essentially was a pretty big deal on the ZX Spectrum. It inspired a whole bunch of games that looked exactly like this, both from Ultimate Play the Game and other developers. It was this huge interconnected world with a whole bunch of stuff you needed to collect and bring back to the beginning. And supposedly it was fun if you were there. I also want to say it's on Rare Replay on the Xbox One, so you can play that if you like. Can I just... Oh, I can't go around. Oh!
Oh.
Look at that shit. I will say, do not play the Famicom Disk System adaptation of this game. It's apparently quite poor. Good sounds.
Awful sounds.
This sounds like a Spectrum game. Where am I even going? I need to get that cup of coffee up there.
Okay, can you jump?
This is important.
Okay.
I did it!
Nice.
I got the coffee.
Nope.
And I landed right on the spikes. Can I just go back? Like to the beginning of the game? And win? You know what? I'm not going to bother.
I don't think you are.
We have a few more games to get through, but this is surprisingly playable. It holds up pretty well. I've never actually played the original last game before. Pretty nice. I can see what all the fuss is about. That's Night Lord number 12. At number 11 is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is another very famous text adventure game, so we're going to skip that. We're in the top 10.
Hell yeah.
The end is in sight. And ringing in the top 10 at number 10 is Rick Dangerous 2. I know this. I've seen this video game.
Do I know this?
I think you know this too. God, for a second there, I was like, what's the command? Is it load? Like, I'm already forgetting things I've learned. My brain is melting in real time.
I'm sorry. Oh, wow. Who is he?
That's Rick Dangerous.
Oh, okay.
2.
Okay.
Trial and error hype. You love to hear it.
This is like survival horror. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God. Do people actually like core design games before Tomb Raider? Anyone have any input on that? I'm curious myself. They did make quite a few microcomputer games. And they also made the famous Chuck Rock series, which nobody likes nowadays.
Let's see. We got some core freaks in chat. They like Shell Shock. Okay. Oh, no!
What the... Holy shit! What are you? Oh my God! Nah, got him.
Alright.
Shit constantly targeting you in this game. That could kill you? Alright. I guess I've only played Rick Dangerous 1, which was like, he's an Indiana Jones style guy running through caverns and shit. I don't think I've seen Rick Dangerous 2. Ooh, how could that hit me?
Yeah, this does give Master System vibes.
A bit. Can't go through there. What do I do here? Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay, well, we have a problem.
Do you think maybe... Okay. I have an idea, but I don't know if it's going to work.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so get up there. Okay. So, you see that panel? Can you get this panel here?
Okay. Yeah, let's try that.
Nope. Nope. The only thing I could think of is maybe blowing up those two things here with your little bomb guy.
Yeah, I'm out of bombs, though.
Oh, never mind.
I think we're kind of screwed. Either the explosion hits you or the laser itself hits you. May I go back a screen? Yeah, if I want to get killed. Cool game you made there, Core. Nice and impossible. It would have been a nice, if there's a Rick Dangerous 3, just take this under advice. Maybe put, like, 1 or 2 screens that are possible and nice to play before you just fully brutalize the player. I can see why people call this a survival horror game. Interesting, though. Very, very difficult. One for all the fans of impossible games.
Mm-hmm.
At number 9 is The Sentinel.
Why does my brain hurt, Danny?
Mine does too. It's not just me.
Yeah.
This stream has really done a number on me. I don't think I'm built for 50 hertz PAL gaming.
I don't think you are either. I don't think I am.
I think this is kind of an overdose for the both of us. We're going to have to take some kind of antidote after this.
Based on the UPN TV series. Oh, man.
Yep, definitely. That's where they took their inspiration.
I wish I got an original UPN series.
Alex, actually, this is a game where you control an artificial consciousness, and you have to teleport yourself between squares on a 3D grid in order to avoid the watchful eye of the Sentinel.
Okay.
You know, normal stuff. Yeah, we have covered this before in brief on another system. And there's even a PlayStation Sentinel game. This one. Landscape 1, please. I mean, 1111. Yeah.
It's thinking about it.
Eh?
Secret entry code.
Did I get it? No, the PS1 game is a game called Sentient, another inscrutable game that has a player respect meter. I know what you're talking about, though. Sentinel is something different, something I can't even begin to grasp. Like, I get it in the abstract. I've looked up fucking... What do you mean wrong secret code? What do you mean wrong secret code? Come on. Come on. Let me play you. All right, well, take my word that this is a completely inscrutable game that takes place from a first-person perspective. And it's cool, especially at the time.
Okay, you can enter code 0000, which does not require an 8-digit secret entry code.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's try that out then. Here we go. Yeah, I'm thinking that was copy protection.
Yeah.
Each individual level has its own access code. Yeah, here we go. Look at this shit. Now this is a video game.
I was hoping that they would have the other codes here, but they do not. Oh well. Oh, this game!
Yeah,
no,
this game.
No, this game, no.
Mm-hmm.
This game, this.
Alex is just... He's had it. He's completely had it. So what we're doing here is we're in this 3D world that's divided among these polygons. We can transport ourselves psychically to any one of these polygons. But to do that, we require an energy resource. In order to gather the resource, you go through rocks and trees, which grant different amounts of that resource. But if you do it while the Sentinel's watching, you're fucked. So don't do that. As to how to make any of that happen, I have no clue. But that's what this game is like, at least in the abstract. Really cool idea, if you come to grips with it. I'm not gripping it tonight, though.
Not gripping it?
Tonight's not the night for me to grip the Sentinel. Maybe there is no night where that can happen. A little bit like iRobot. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. I'm not doing this. I'm not kidding. I'm not making any progress in this video game. Inscrutable and also critically acclaimed. That's the Sentinel. Let's move on to number 8, Zypho's Fantasy.
Zyphos? The hell's a Zyphos?
We're gonna find out. Maybe this will be the best video game I've ever played in my life.
You think so?
Yeah. Well. That's a new one. Retry? Maybe we need another disc.
Yeah, maybe it's a different disc.
Yeah, okay. Let's load wait a minute.
That's a CPM version, okay. So maybe you need
Okay,
to-
got you. There's a
yeah.
3-disc version. Let's do this one. Don't beep at me. How dare you?
Okay, I think it's Zyphos.
This machine has the gall to beep at me after 3 solid hours of gameplay. Please give me infinite lives, yes. Let's depart on level 1. I'm not reading that.
Un coup de chapeau.
We got some Silmarus fans here in chat, apparently. It makes sense that Bill Bull would be a fan of this company. Let's see if I can make any progress in this at all. Supposedly, this is a video game.
Okay. I'm glad they got video games on the system.
Oi, Mum, Nigel's knackered the Amstrad. Nigel, you're in for it this time. That's probably a phrase that was spoken at least once in the UK at some point.
God, imagine coming home from the pub drunk and you throw up on your Amstrad. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, Mum.
Did he sell these out of the back of a van too?
Could be. A lot of business went out of the back of vans in the UK back then. Who would have known? Yeah, this is starting to seem like a computer that would be sold out of the back of a van. The more I play these games, the more I start to understand the antipathy towards Alan Sugar. Lord and Baron and Sir. And still living and watching this stream right now. For a time, apparently, he was the kind of famous person who spent all of his time getting into arguments on Twitter, so that's cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
One of those guys who has enough money to do literally anything, but all he does is yell at people.
See, if I had money, I tell you, I would not argue with people online. Oh, God.
Yeah, I would just be playing Amstrad games all day. Live the life you want to live.
I'd be drinking so many smoothies. I'd be buying. I'd buy a special blender for smoothies. I'd be going to the grocery store too much to get smoothie material. Like, if I had money, that would be my life.
You're smoothie brained.
I'd listen.
It's making the tape loading effect. That's interesting because this is definitely a disc game. Oh, maybe it's looking for a disc too. Let's try that. All right, here you go, buddy.
Do you like this?
Eh?
I like that. That's a good sign.
Alex, I think it flatlined.
No, it's fine. See?
What? Huh? That worked?
That's so funny.
Why did that work?
Yeah, it worked.
How about a message that says change disc? How about that? You want to make things a little less opaque? All right, here we go. Zypho's Fantasy. Living the dream. Me and some guy constantly yelling on Twitter.
No, again, if you have money, do the opposite of that. You can't
tell me what to do.
You could just take an Uber to anywhere if you had money. Why would you ever be online?
Or like a plane or something. Ooh. Oh. Les options. Have I enabled joystick? Let's start the game. Folks, I don't want to alarm you, but this looks like a real video game here.
Yeah, very unreadable Desert Chrome text.
Well, you gotta have unreadable Desert Chrome text. What is it demanding from me? Did I meet its demands? Or did I kill it?
I think it might have died.
Didn't sign up for real video games this stream. I'll keep digging until I find one. Huh? A sign of life? Whoa! Wait a minute! Hold the
that
fucking
walk
phone.
Cycle, I don't know who they are, but they're really happy. That's a jaunty cycle.
Look at the jump! This person, they are just happy to be alive. And frankly, so am I. Oh, it's a Shadow of the Beast-like, I see. We got the running to the right, we got the eyeballs. No, don't stop me here, come on! No, let me pass the thing! Let me past. Okay, good. We're back in it. I was so worried the game was gonna stop me right away. That walk cycle is completely unhinged. How did they get away with that? Good thing I enabled infinite lives. Here it is, a top 10 Amstrad game. That's playable by Americans, even. It's got weapon upgrades. It's got eyes that just home in on your hitbox and stay on top of you until you die. I'm in a bubble.
I like the bubble.
This could be the greatest game ever made. I've been under such sensory deprivation over the last 3 hours that finding a real video game is just... my god.
It's perfect.
Maybe the Amstrad is the only real video game system. Maybe this is the first video game.
Cool Dragon Ball.
There's just a real sense of joy in life and the way this person strolls and jumps.
Yeah, I don't know what that bottom icon is, but it does look like a chicken leg, like you're collecting chicken drumsticks for power-ups.
Delicious. I'm gonna roast those later. Even the music's pretty good. Oh, Amstrad. I'm gonna remember you for the infinite, inscrutable space sims. But in reality, you had some pretty cool games, too. Just maybe... Whoa! I should come to I should just come to the conclusion that maybe not every game is for me. Maybe not every game is meant to be understood by every single person.
I agree with that.
Maybe we're just all meant to occupy our niches, the things that interest us. And if we're ever curious about other things, we can check those out. But maybe we shouldn't feel too bad if they're not for us in the end.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm gonna choose to feel good about this stream, instead of just very, very confused. This game kind of rules, though. It's a little bit of Magic John, yeah. I can see that in the walk cycle. Treasure Master, too.
Very Treasure Master, yeah.
Whoa!
Okay.
There's 2 of me! Yeah, the only thing missing from this game is the HUD not telling you the title of the game at all times. See, this is what Savage should have been.
There you go.
Got dinosaurs, we got snails, flying squids, eyeballs. The gang's all here.
Everybody's here.
The game isn't called Level 1. Yeah, maybe it should be. That wasp being the biggest thing in the game is kind of disturbing.
Yeah.
Like, it's bigger than actual dinosaurs. Like some shit out of Weird Dreams for the Amiga. Well, I did go into the stream curious about the Amstrad CPC, and I gotta say, my curiosity has definitely been sated. I'm very satisfied with the things I've learned about this system. And we only got a few games left, but supposedly those few games should be even better than this.
Okay. Danny, what's next?
Up next at number 7 is a game called Prince of Persia. Interesting. Anyone hear of this one? Some sort of Persian prince? There you go. That's the kind of commentary
That's the kind of
quality
content you get after like 3 hours.
Let's run prince.bin.
Yeah, put Prince in the bin.
It sounds a little familiar, yeah. Yeah, there was that Disney movie called Prince of Persia. Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
But suffice to say, this was on everything, including the Amstrad. So let's see what this one looks like. It's by Microids. Let's see how unplayable this version is. Yeah, title screen looks good at least. Oh ho ho ho. Oh ho ho. A video game, you say? I don't know if I can handle one of those. Look at that. You can grab onto the thing and like raise yourself up on ledges and stuff. Dude, this game's crazy. How do I like, okay, yeah, you hold the button to do the slight step. You gotta be very careful in this game, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
What?
This is great.
This seems like an amazing
This,
version of Prince of
this
Persia.
controls just fine. It controls like every other version, and it looks okay. Got some nice color depth to it. Oh, where was the thing? It was that one. You gotta avoid that one. Nope. Okay, we're good.
We're good. We're Princeton. We're Persian.
Alex, I'm playing a video game. What the fuck? I didn't sign up for this. Give to me. Give to me. Give to me the sword. Yeah!
All right.
Alright, let's see if I can make it back. Here's the real challenge. Been a good long time. Been a hot minute, as they say, since I played Prince of Persia, but it's coming back to me. The one I played the most back then? Sega CD version.
Of course, of course.
The one that no one else played. It was a pretty solid version of the game, I gotta say. You could also have played this on the PC Engine, or the Super Nintendo, or the Genesis, or the NES, or the Game Boy, or the Apple II, or the DOS, or the Flimbo, or the Slimbo.
The Slimbo.
Yeah, the FPGA Quimbo. That's a good way to play
Oh,
this.
I love the Quimbo.
Classic system. Everyone in chat, what system did you first play Prince of Persia on?
Oh man, what did I want to say? Man, I don't know. I think I played it on someone's computer as a child. All right, chat says Macintosh, NES, DOS, Game Gear, Genesis, PC, yeah, SNES rental, Mac Classic, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Mac version. All right, here's the question. How do I pull out my sword? Is it going to be automatic when I get to this next screen?
Nope. Oh.
Haha. Hey. Dude, this game plays amazingly. What the fuck? Why are so many of the other games so inscrutable and fucked up? Meanwhile, this is just like, it's Prince of Persia. You can play this. It's a regular video game. Look at this, Alex. I beat a level. I beat a level of one of these games.
Good job, honestly.
I feel my gaming soul being restored after it was sucked out of my body. Incredible. Prince of Persia. You can play it on any system it's on and have a good time with it.
You can.
Number 6 on the list is a game called Guild of Thieves, which is an adventure game, so we're going to skip it. Meanwhile, number 5 is a game that everyone across the pond knows, but is practically unknown overseas. This is Elite. In fact, a very early game for the Amstrad, coming out in '85, just a year after release. Alex, you know how this entire time I've been complaining about inscrutable space games?
Oh, man.
Well, to be fair, this is the great granddaddy of inscrutable space games. This is basically a trading sim where you have to go across the galaxy to gather resources and resell them for huge profits and for more resources.
Oh, like that one game. 1,000 of them.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of, I think the open source version of it is called Open Sky. Not Open Sky, Endless Sky.
I will not take a new commander. Press space, I can do that.
Yeah, Escape Velocity is what I'm thinking of.
Okay. Alright, looking good. Legal status, clean. You love to hear
Nice.
it. Rating, harmless. We'll see about that. I'll show you how clean and harmless I am. Out here in space. Once I can escape from this screen.
Docked.
Okay,
Can you press space bar? Oh.
we're docked. Which one of these keys starts the game? Which one is the ignition key? Exit. Okay. Oh. Oh. We've done it. We've launched. We are in space.
You are elite.
Okay, the A button on the keyboard fires your space lasers. Oh my god, Alex. The arrow keys move you.
Nice.
The arrow keys move you. It's not QWOP. You can move using the arrow keys. Oh my god, you can move using the arrow keys.
Good.
I've learned to appreciate the simple things in life thanks to the Amstrad. Arrow key movement is now one of those things. Unfortunately, that's about the only thing I can do. I can fire, and I can twist.
Can you do the twist?
Yeah. Hey, don't knock the twist.
Oh man, come on, baby. Let's do the twist.
Did you like that? I just did a 360 McTwist. For my next trick, I'm going to do a 50-50 grind on this planet. All I want is the option in one of these games to tell your commanding officer you don't actually know what you're doing and to just put you in the brig. All right, here's our resources. We can buy some slaves. Jesus Christ.
Narcotics is kind of expensive.
And
here.
alien items and radioactives. All right, so we can go down on this planet, which is apparently run by a dictatorship. That makes sense. Human colonials, about 2.5 billion. Wait a minute, is this Earth?
Danny, the co-developer of this game, David Brabin, was also lead designer on Dog's Life for PS2.
Yeah, Frontier Developments, the people who made this, lasted for many, many years, and I think they're even still active making games.
This is Frontier?
Yeah.
Didn't Frontier Developments do Planet Coaster?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I know them from. Wow. Sorry, I love Planet Coaster.
This was their big thing that first put them on the map, the space map. As for whether this is more scrutable than the other games we played tonight, well, I can twist around in space and shoot, so that's something. But a win's a win in my book. We'll take that. Just take my word for the fact that this game was incredibly influential and also super good. So if you're an Amstrad owner in 1985, definitely check this out.
Oh, Elite Dangerous is part of this series? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, Alex, we're in the top 5.
I can't believe the name of the next one.
This was Elite, the 5th best Amstrad CPC game, according to the CPC wiki and all the magazine reviews from back then. At number 4, it's finally time. It's time for Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy. Why don't you bring up the box art for this?
Y'all, take a look at Bumpy, y'all.
It's time for Bumpy! We're gonna play Bumpy! Ever since organizing this stream, one name has stood out at the top of this list, and that name is Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy, or Bumpy, as it's just known on the cover art. What is Bumpy? What does he want? Are we safe from him? Is he a friend? We're gonna find out in real time. Let's do this. Let's play Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy. Holy shit, it is finally time for Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy.
Yeah, let's get bumping.
Let's get bumpy!
Wait, Amstrad Computer Electronics and Locomotive Software. Locomotive Software, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Bumpy!
Alright, here we go. What the?
Whoa. Our capture card is having difficulty keeping up with this, and I can see why. This is beautiful.
This is a beautiful crack.
Shiny breeze. Enjoy the incredibly loud.
Sorry about that. There you
Enjoying
go.
the incredibly loud Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy. All right, so is there a video game here, or okay? Well, that sure. Bumpy's bitrate killer. Do you hate your bitrate? Then hire Bumpy. Bumpy.
He's bumpy. He's bumping. He's rolling around at the speed of sound. It's Bumpy.
Bumpy? Ah. Oh, we.
We, yeah.
I see. So Bumpy is French.
Mm-hmm.
Good, good.
We respect the French here.
I respect the French way more after this stream. Like
Same.
this is what they played when they were kids. They're fucking geniuses. Are you kidding me?
I'm all in on Bumpy.
I don't know about this Bumpy guy.
I know about this Bumpy, and I love him. Hi, Danny, I'm Bumpy. Let's go have an arcade fantasy.
Sure, Bumpy.
Oh, boy.
Whatever you say, Bumpy.
Okay, let's go. I'm Bumpy.
Is this your arcade fantasy?
Yeah, look, we got teddy bears. Oh, there I go. All right, let's hop on down and collect all the items. Whee, it's just like Mappy.
It is Mappy! Alex! Bumpy is just Mappy?
Bumpy, Mappy, same thing.
Has this stream just been one elaborate joke I've played on myself? God damn it, Bumpy. Well, it is playable. I assume you get all the things and then you go in Bumpy's hole. Cool.
Let's do another level. Oh, this one looks hard.
Hard.
Hard, I'm goofy.
Where's your hole, Bumpy? Okay, there it is. All right.
Gotta go high to get my hole.
So you need to push the button in order to do a high jump. Otherwise, he just jumps along. He hops. There we go. Bumpy is quite playable. Bumpy, I can see why so many people enjoyed Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy back in the day. It's not an inscrutable space shooter. It's not an inscrutable adventure game. It's just Bumpy. Bumpy is who he is. And you have to accept that.
I do.
Oh, Bumpy popped.
Bumpy got poked.
Infinite pokes for Bumpy. I'm going to beat this level. Is this the greatest game I've ever played? I think it might be.
Game of the night.
Yeah. I can see why Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy was so highly rated. So how do you like descend after a jump? Okay, you can cut off your jump early, I see. All right.
Oh, nice.
That's some good bumping.
That was good bumping.
Look at this. I'm getting into Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy in 2024. It could happen to you, too.
You could be a Bumpy freak. You could.
Bumpy freak. Right now, there's some sort of frog creature watching our stream, and he's being like, "What did you call me?"
I would never, frog friends.
Are the Retro Pals anti-Bumpy freaks?
No,
Absolutely
I
not.
love Bumpies.
We love Bumpies, as we call you. Oh,
Ice
treats
cream,
for Bumpy.
Ice cream. Ice cream.
Treat yourself, Bumpy. You've earned it.
He's eating a lot of popsicles.
Oh, those platforms get smaller if you jump on them. What a delightful twist. Maybe I'm Bumpy.
You're Bumpy.
I was Bumpy all along.
You
Who's
just
this
had to
Danny
find
person?
It.
I'm Bumpy.
Danny's quest for Bumpy.
I finally found my own identity, and that identity is Bumpy. That's me. Your Bumpy pal. Wow. Bumpy. Bumpy! Bumpy's Arcade Fantasy, number 4 on the list of top 100 Amstrad CPC games of all time. And a bumpy to you as well.
And a bumpy to us all.
At number 3 is Mortville Manor, another adventure game, but one that we played recently as part of our Patreon Request Gauntlet, suggested by none other than Cowcat. That was a game that had incredibly ahead of its time voice synthesis. And that was also the game where we were in a manor. It had an option to smell everything. And what we did is we went outside and got lost in the snow and died of hypothermia.
Yeah, that was great.
Not going to show that off because we've already seen the Amiga version, but do check out Mortville Manor. It's a hell of an achievement, and I can imagine it was incredible on the CPC. But here we are in the top 2. With an average ranking of 97% across all Amstrad CPC magazines, is our number 2 game, Get Dexter. This is probably the greatest game ever made, so...
It's gotta be.
So sit down if you're standing. Why are you standing while watching this stream? Sit
Standing
down.
desk.
Oh, okay. Well, sit down. Attach yourself to your chair. Maybe strap yourself in, because you're going to get at least something blown off. Why did it take me to a different screen to do this?
Don't worry about it.
I'm really worried about it.
It's normal. It's just Dexter.
Yeah, the sequel to Get Shorty.
Also known as Crafton and Zunk with an X. Beautiful.
Did you just make that up?
No, that's what chat said. I'm not that smart.
Okay. All right.
Chat's like, I know Zunk.
Ah, yes, Zunk. I see.
This looks fake.
It's the fakest looking game of the night.
I can't get over this. Look at this. It's just quotes.
And it's in quotes. The fact that it's in quotes is really funny. All right, who's ready to get Dexter? Whoa. Yeah, man. Yeah. Huh? Well, the graphics are really, really good for CPC. You saw Night Lore a few minutes ago, and that was basically this, just much less graphically rich.
Yeah, you were right. French children are geniuses. I
never knew how much better French people were than us, but I'm converted.
Yeah, like...
All right, y'all, go ahead and take over the world. I think you're well equipped to handle it. Whatever ideas you have for society, I'm all for it.
Like in the 90s, there was a lot of talk about how European schools do better than American schools, and was it because of this?
It could be, because all the French children played Get Dexter. All right, we're in another room now. I ran out of energy last time. Who's the thing that attaches itself to me every time?
Are they bad or good?
I don't know. This is slightly more scrutable than many of the games we played tonight, and yet...
Chat says he's your friend. Okay.
Okay. Good. Good to have a friend out here. Now, are we Dexter, or is the object to get this Dexter, who we don't know who he is? Was he the Mohawk guy on the title screen?
Yeah, I don't know.
That was Dexter on the title screen?
Okay.
All right. Me and Get Dexter are slowly coming to an understanding. We have a friend who needs to follow us between screens.
Maybe I need to go to France.
Can you get, like, reprogrammed in France? Can I get reprogrammed with new memories of being an Amstrad CPC owner and thus a super genius?
Can you...
I see a better life for me. It's right in front of me, but I can't quite grasp it.
Can you do the memory erase thing where you erase, like, the things about me being American and replace it with French? There he is! There's
Come
Dexter!
Here, you. Come here, you. I'm gonna get you.
Your
I'm gonna get you, Dexter.
Generated.
I'm getting you. I'm getting Dexter, Alex. Yeah. Get him. Get that Dexter. Get him. Oh, we're getting him. We're doing it.
Rip.
I got Dexter. I win! I beat the game! It starts you in a different place every time, which is also really weird. Alright, I can see what the appeal is here. This is neat. It's an exploration game with a simple goal. Get Dexter. And that we have done. We have found Dexter and we got him.
Dexter? You're gotten.
Dexter, consider yourself got. And finally, it's time for our number one video game. It's been a long journey to get here. We've traveled through space. We've crashed many spacecraft. We've been barbarians a couple of times. That was cool. Now it's time for the number one game as chosen by Amstrad CPC publications of the time. With a massive 98% from all surveyed magazines, our final game is Mega Blasters. Wow, we're finally here. We did it. I didn't think it was possible. This is a 4-disc game.
It's by Odiesoft.
The dog.
I was thinking the dog, yeah.
See, this is why I need to be converted into a genius French child. Because I say things like, Odie like the dog.
Run disc.
Yeah, the next RetroPal stream, we're going to be speaking French. And our commentary will be much more trenchant and insightful. Whoa.
Okay, Odie. I didn't know you could program like this. I'm sorry I doubted you. Is this why Garfield's always kicking your ass?
He's just jealous.
He's very jealous.
Garfield, the comic strip, is actually a simulacrum of the divide that separates American and French children. The American, Garfield in this case, is jealous of his French counterpart, Odie the dog, who's actually a genius. Herb, crazy, amazing, The Edge, crying. Oh, those are all my favorite Aerosmith songs. Alright, let's do it. Let's see what Mega Blasters is.
I have no... Oh, okay. Egg?
Legend tells that every 1,000 years a pair of twins bearing the birthmark of a butterfly are being born. These twins wield special powers, and when they join their forces, they will become the almighty rulers of the known world. Read this for me, Alex.
The parents of these children will have the difficult task of raising the twins as virtuous and caring beings who know how to use their supernatural power. If they are raised the right way, they can bring back peace and freedom to the land. But if they are turned to the if they fall into the wrong hands and are turned to the dark side, it will bring death and destruction. Now it was once again the time for these twins to return to the world.
Holy shit.
But the land was torn into fragments by more than 100 years of war and destruction, ravaged by nameless diseases and natural disasters, a land that more than ever needed the strong and faithful leadership of the twins. But the evil sorcerer Copperin was already planning to seize the children and to divert them to follow his will.
No, we need these twins now more than ever.
Up to now, the parents of the two have been able to protect them from his dark desire. But the times have become hard, and they went to town to buy food and supplies for their children, leaving behind the twins and their oldest son, Bart.
Bart!
They knew that he was a careful babysitter and would keep an eye over the twins, so they left reassured that the children were in safety. But what they didn't know was that the evil forces had been waiting for something like this to happen and were already setting out to kidnap the babies.
No!
That wouldn't be easy with Bart keeping watch over the twins, but this problem was going to be solved at the very moment when Bart's best friend Bob entered the scene to ask Bart to go to a fair with him.
Don't do it, Bart! Don't do it!
Bart told him that he couldn't go because he had to watch the babies, but Bob came up with an idea that they could keep watch over the twins and go to the fair anyway. They ordered a nurse to look after the twins as long as they were gone. They intended to be home before Bart's parents were back, and no one would ever find out that they went to the fair.
Okay, it's a good plan.
So they went away, leaving behind the nurse guarding the twins. But somehow Bart felt guilty of breaking his promise to never leave the children alone. And there was more. He couldn't quite say what it was, but something about the nurse made him feel very uneasy.
Uh-oh.
Then suddenly a flash of realization shook him. "The ring!" he cried out. The nurse wore the cobra ring, and he started to run.
No!
They rushed home as fast as their legs would carry them, but when they entered the house panting heavily, they found the cradle empty of apart from a note reading, "Now your twin brothers are mine, and the world will kneel to me. Don't try to rescue them or you will be destroyed. Yours, Cobra." "Sniff, what will my parents say when they find out what has happened?" wailed Bart. And what will happen to our world when Gobron wins the twins over to his evil plans?" asked Bob. "We have to rescue them or all will be doomed. Don't stand there and cry. Come on, Bart, we've got a task to solve. Gobron may have the power of the witchery, but we have the power of the Mega Blasters."
Fuck yeah! Let's go.
That was a whole
That was
novel.
the most epic introduction I've ever seen in my life. It kind of meandered too.
Yeah,
It was
a little bit.
Like Bart went off to the fair with his friend Bob, and the nurse wore the ring of Cobra. Like, geez, Bart, you should have known better. Let's see this video game. This is disc 1. This is disc 1.
Maybe they mean disc 2.
Right. Disc 2? Yeah, true. Maybe it was disc 0 that had the introduction on it. That's what I'm hoping, anyway.
Spheres are to the Amstrad like eggs are to the Amiga and Specky. That's true.
Basically. Here we go. We're gonna play Mega Blasters, the best
What the fuck?
Amstrad game
fuck?
of all time is Bomberman. I don't know if this is the ending I expected or the one I wanted, but it's the one we're getting. The best Amstrad game of all time, according to reviews from back then, is a Bomberman clone. Alex, how should I feel about this?
I don't know how I feel.
Tell me how to feel.
I feel like we played earlier games that were better than this, and I'm really surprised at how high this is ranking.
Yeah. Well, this is 94, so I assume that Bomberman was still kind of novel back then. So it had that sort of aspect to it. I'm not sure if the word I'm looking for is disappointment, because I'm not disappointed. This game is actually pretty good. But for that introduction and that build-up, just for it to be, you know, this... Maybe it's appropriate. Maybe it's cosmically appropriate somehow.
Yeah, maybe the fact that it was a late release is why it got such high reviews, because everyone was like, oh my god, finally a game.
I'm thinking so, yeah. Here it is, 98%. So I assume that many magazines gave this a 10 out of 10, and only one gave it a 9 or something like that. Can I please just kill an enemy? Is that so much to ask?
Hey!
Alright, there we go. We did it. We blew up a dude. This is fine. I mean, it's Bomberman. You can buy a PC Engine or a Mega Drive to play a version of this if you want. But maybe you didn't have a PC Engine. Maybe you didn't have a Mega Drive. Maybe you didn't even have an NES. Maybe you were just a genius-level French child with a keen understanding of interstellar travel based on the games that you've played throughout your childhood. And maybe you're just looking to blow stuff up. In that case, there's Mega Blasters for your Amstrad CPC.
Yeah!
Because you can't just be a genius French child 24 hours a day. You gotta relax a bit. Sometimes you just want to blow shit up. And in the end, maybe we aren't all that different. Americans, the genius French children, we all share a desire to blow things up. And that's beautiful, if you ask me.
The worldwide desire to blow things up?
Yeah.
The human instinct for Bomberman?
Yeah, to the human instinct to destroy. We all have the ability to create and the ability to destroy. Which one will you
That's
choose?
humanity.
I'm gonna blow up this guy. This guy's gonna get the shit blown out of him.
Yep.
Come here, you. You fucker. I'm gonna get you.
Whew.
Any genius French child want to triangulate where this guy is going to be be at so I can blow them up? Just give me the coordinates.
Yeah!
Oh, let's go. And that's it. The number one Amstrad CPC game of all time is Mega Blasters. It's pretty good. I understand it. I can play it. I enjoy it. What a story, though. It was an incredible novel at the beginning of this game. I'm done. What did we learn here tonight?
We learned that the Amstrad CPC could actually do a lot of really good graphics, and that it lasted for quite some time for being a 1984 computer.
Yeah, true. Those microcomputers, ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, they had legs. Let me tell you, they had legs. They had staying power. They had an army of creative people making independent games, and just wonders await you for those willing to take the dive into their libraries. Just be prepared for a lot of inscrutable space games. That's all I gotta say. And with that, we're done.
Was there anything else we needed to show off?
Nah, we're done.
Okay, we're done.
That's it. We've done it. Thanks to Bumpy and his arcade fantasy. Thanks to everyone who made the Amstrad CPC possible. And thanks to Lord Baron Sir Alan Sugar for making your dream a reality and torturing me 40 years in the future with your inscrutable games.
Yeah, thank you.
I do like going through libraries like this. Even though I sounded like I was suffering, it was like an educational, good kind of suffering. It was a suffering the likes of which I hadn't seen before. Sometimes you gotta learn new ways to suffer in order to learn new ways to have fun. My brain is fully melted, so I'm going to let Alex take over here. Alex, take it away while I look for a raid target.
We are also, if you'd like to support us directly, we have a Patreon. Patreon.com/retropals. Pitch in at least $5 a month, and you get to vote on what we play every Wednesday. This Wednesday, you voted Amstrad CPC, and we delivered. We delivered. We gave you Dexter. We gave you Bumpy. We bumped all over the place. So yeah, thank you so much.
I got Dexter. I got that guy.
We are also on YouTube, youtube.com/retropals. We post full-length highlights of our streams there. So do check out our YouTube channel if you'd like to see more of us. Much more of us. So much more of us. And we do have a Discord. Let me drop that link in the chat. You can join us there to discuss our streams, give us suggestions, and of course discuss your perfect cats. And yeah, I'm going to give the socials. No, co-host is no more, so I'm not going to be including that, but we are still there if you'd like to see us.
Rest in fucking peace, co-host. You were too good for this world.
Really were.
Too good.
We are on Blue Sky, though, so let me drop the Blue Sky link in the chat. You can join us there to find out when we go live, and we got new videos up on YouTube, and all the RetroPals news you can use.
Folks, I don't want to alarm you, but Lord BBH is playing Blombicar as we speak at this exact precise moment.
Fuck yeah.
There's a set of retro achievements that just went live a few days ago, and he's trying to get them all. So enjoy this impossibly Blomby game, the original Blomby game, Blombicar. Thanks for watching. This stream was a lot of fun. I appreciate those of you who joined us on this journey into microcomputer weirdness.
Thank you.
We'll be back on Friday with, I don't know what just yet, but it'll be something.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, go say hi to BBH, and happy Blomby to you. We'll see you later.
See ya, folks.